Hello and welcome back to another RDR stream. It has been a while since we've done one. We've had a lot going on in our personal lives, so yeah, we've just sort of had to take a bit of a step back. Hence why we're not able to bring you a schedule this week, but we are able to stream when we can. But yes, so we're back on board then tonight with some Group 3 racing as usual on the Tuesday. Our track list for tonight is looking spicy for you all. Our first track out though is Watkin Glen, and of course we have got our settings on, so let's remember we've got our false check, we've got a 10-minute qualifier with 2 minutes continuation. Group 3 medium soft strategy, they are on, I did put in the thing that it was 4 times tyre, but we've dropped that down to 3 now after a little bit of testing. So yes, we are looking all ready to go. Is everyone in the chat who is joining us tonight ready to go? Because I will, of course, then get the room ready. Can't join today. Got to grind for the 300 SL. No worries. I have no idea what your username is in game, but yeah, I ain't saying your name, bro. JHS is not ready. Well, that is a shame. 30 seconds. I'll give you 30 seconds.
That is a shame. Anyway.
Anyway. I'm going to just go on no face cam while I just enjoy this burger that Casper's made me, because, yes, I ain't having you guys. I'm City Up Mute, just call me that. Right, okay, City Up Mute. Do you know what? I thought it was just because Logan had messaged you and the photo that I recognised, but I really wasn't too sure, but I'm not saying it. So, yeah, City Up Mute from now on. LBR's exiled, so he'll join tomorrow. That's not good.
Yes, JHS, you are the Dutch from there of RDR. Not racing.
Alright, Pan Am, guess what car we need?
Viper.
Yeah, how'd you know?
When can we do the RDRP? We will come back with that. We will come back for it. A few new people joining tonight, but pretty much full lobby straight away. 1 space left in it.
Yes, I am.
Turn voice chat up. Can barely hear Pan Am over you. Okay. How do I... Where is it? There it is.
Huh?
That should be a bit better now.
Now I'm gonna shut up.
Either that, I did put the volume on the game up a bit. I'm not too sure about tomorrow. That's what I said about the schedule, so we can't guarantee a schedule this week. Or the next couple of weeks, really, because we're just sort of so busy in our personal life with a lot going on. So, ideally, you guys are just, well, hopefully just going to have to wait on with us. And if we can go live, then we will.
I'm joining them, but all the time these meta car driver users.
Yes.
Not like I'm joining them for this race, but
Like, oh shoot, it's great.
every other car on the track is bad. Which is the only reason I'm driving the M6.
You're a real man, use a Viper.
There we go.
Hell no.
Yeah, this guy's slow. Won't even use a Viper.
Yeah, no, I'll do something else.
I'm driving with... You know what, I'm driving
it?
I'm driving a BMW, but I don't have mediums on this car.
Let's go.
No, I do. I'm driving a BMW, but not the M6.
Z4.
The M3.
Well, we've got a full lobby, so we're just going to wait for everyone to check in. Just waiting for staff for Stappen to check in, and JHS, and then we'll get qualifying underway. 10 minutes of qualifying.
Slightly behind.
No.
Mustang.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, what livery do you have on it?
The Red Dragon.
Okay, wait, Jovo.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna get my Mustang. I wanna show you the livery I have.
Be quicker.
I'm going out the pits.
Oh, baby.
Jovo, where you at, bro?
Here.
Where's your on track?
Oh yeah, I'll turn my mic down for qualifying, so there's no background noise. I'll just sort of keep it or bring it in when I'm speaking, as opposed to just keeping it on. Again, because I haven't been able to sort my microphone issues out, so I got a new wire for my headset. But the wire that was included with my headset, that I can't buy another version of, had a copper protected wire, which copper insulated wire, sorry, which it stopped any of the extra noises creeping through, and it was just overall a much clearer mic. But obviously I've lost that one now, so it's going to have to be this one for now. But yeah, I'll do what I can to sort it out. But let's get into qualifying them.
Probably shouldn't have lost that.
Wait. I'm gonna go back to my... Oh, for fuck's sake.
Unlucky.
Language, Pan Am.
Whoopsie whoopsie.
Right then, 10 minutes
Somebody's
of qualifying.
driving a Mustang.
Then give me a second.
That's me.
Two people are.
Ignore that.
That's
Saying give me a second and then getting ignored. Wow.
How is it
SAS first out.
Yeah, just because I'm the goat.
Nah.
They always let the coolest person out first.
They always let the trials out first.
Nah, just let the cool people out.
Nah. The annoying ones.
Sorry guys, I just had the most aura.
Do you know what? I would actually love to know what or how they decide what car sits where in the pits.
It always seems to
'Cause it is always
how
random.
that works.
It's by when they join, isn't it?
I don't think so, because I wasn't first in and I'm first out from track.
It's hard to say who was first in though, because so many joined in one group bulk.
Well, it wasn't me, I know that, because I was watching your screen and like Slice and stuff was in before me.
Right, okay. I don't know, so yeah, we don't actually know what it's based off. I wonder if we can find that out.
I don't know, but I'm very commonly the first one out for some reason. Regularly.
Scheiße, Alter.
It has got to do something with joining, because like if you join like really late, then you're at the back of the pits, but it's not
Yes.
who's the first in though.
I guess I'm gonna have to drive a car that I only just wanted to show the delivery I have on it.
I don't know, Verstappen was one of the last ones out, yet he's sat 8th currently in terms of like who's come out where. So unless 8 other people just sat, or not other 8, sorry, 7 other people sat and waited for him, I don't know. Because he joined last,
Nah.
so... Ooh, maybe
Yeah,
it's
but-
when you tick in. That's a good shout. SAS, when did you tick in? Were you first one on track?
I was second, I think.
Ooh, that may have something to do with that. I think we're getting closer, fellas.
I didn't tick in until like 11th,
Webby.
and I was
Bro.
second in the pit selection, but
I think it was Matt who ticked in first.
What about driver rating? Would that have anything to do with it?
no,
No, because I'm not even
I'd be
A+.
first.
Yeah, nice Slice, just like really flex it, like
Yeah.
say it at the top of your voice. Yeah, I'll be first.
Try hard.
Sorry, bro.
Someone was going to
Actually,
say
yeah,
it.
would
There's
you
plenty of others that could have, but it would. Yeah, it was going to be Slice that said it, wasn't it?
Yeah, he didn't even wait a second, like he didn't hesitate. It's like, it was me, it would be me, it would be me.
That child needs to hesitate, bro.
Oh, what have I done? I'm tripping on a bloody mountain now.
Someone help that child.
Oh, hiding.
That's enough of that lap for SAS, unfortunately.
Yeah. and
Matt
I'm
behind
just
makes it
a
through
bit-
without hitting the wall, though.
And I can't even serve it this lap, so I just gotta like drive about for no reason.
I'll just reset back to pits because your next lap is screwed up anyway.
Yeah, but I'm not a weirdo, so I'm not doing that. I'd rather just pit and get some new tyres.
This car is so goddamn bad, bro.
Hate to be
Good.
on who's racing team.
Okay.
Thank you very much for the sub, whoever that was. Times are starting to creep in as provisional pole is taken by Stubber. Right at the top in the Supra. Well, that sub disc being quick, fair enough.
Yo, what is this guy doing?
Troyer in the M6 taking provisional pole then so far with a 1:46.32.
Watch the tryouts in the meta cars putting in 44s.
Says the guy who desperately wants to be in the meta car.
I want to drive because it's the only car that is not bad around this track. I'm in the goddamn Mustang now, but I wanted to show Joe the livery.
Track it is.
I'm just going to stay on board with Blaze in the Reborn RSR for a minute, just when he comes across the line, seeing if any changes happen within the top 3. Ooh, Blaze goes 7th. Can't unfortunately make any room there on his time. So it's Troyer first so far, Stuber second, and Denox third. But still 4 minutes left of the qualifying with 2 minutes continuation. So we'll see where they go, or how the grid looks closer now towards the end. Just got a few more laps. I do like Webby's tequila Ferrari. It's rather cool. Verstappen.com livery. Only so much I'll say about that. Red Dragon Racing Mustang. Gorgeous sight. I do love the black and red theme on that. It in the Viper. Looks like just a standard ACR is taken to the track today, but no, of course, this is the Group 3 edition. There's DJ's Mustang, of course, that Jolvo is piloting round.
Yes,
hello, DJ.
Standard ACR. Just a bog standard ACR, everyday things.
Yep, the ACR you can take to the shops.
Yeah.
JHS 13 in the sort of 2003-2004 Renault inspired livery, not Team Spirit. I do like it though. It's definitely different, not something I've seen on an M6 before, but I do like how it looks. The blue and the yellow do complement each other well, giving sort of subtle vibes of the old, or not the old, sorry, the Bilstein livery and the Team Falcon. Bilstein, sorry.
Yeah.
150 now for Verstappen, putting himself 10th. Ooh, SAS down in 13th. Not able to get the lap together so far. Sliced in the... I want to say, there's a certain way of pronouncing this, isn't it? It's not just row.
Over.
Rowe. Yeah, I didn't want to just go straight in and butcher it. I'd at least want to mention the fact that I know I'm about to butcher it first.
I don't think I'm going to be able to complete this out lap. I don't think I'm going to set a lap. It's scary.
F7 is the worst lap I've ever done on this track. Worse than the Lamborghini laps. Don't drive the Mustang on here, don't drive the Lamborghini on here, it's a mistake. You should not be making. I'm still faster than it, bro.
Troy's 146 is still looking pretty untouchable.
I'd like to see a try.
Alright, I'm starting right behind you.
And you gotta hit me.
Okay.
Oh, Stuba.
Oh, that's P5 for me.
7 for me. Sutton. Thank you. You cannot drive this car on the limit, bro.
Welcome in, Luke, but a shame, of course, that you can't jump into this round as we're in the qualifying, but you'll be able to join in at the next one. We're not recording points tonight, so don't worry about it. No championship points on the line today.
Another night where I get to stay until the end. We're not doing points again.
We don't do points that often on a Tuesday. It's just a shame, Mr. SAS.
I haven't said that.
No lap set for SAS, who did have a fair bit of premise coming into Watkins Glen, but no, it is sliced, in fact, on top with a 1:45.080 as his fastest time. 0.8 faster than that of Troyer in second place.
Dang, are you a Mustang GR3? Cause no one wants you. This car drives like a goddamn boat. Like a goddamn ocean liner. Yeah.
It's
And
okay.
the M6 is a
The
brick, but
Titanic
the brick
after it
works.
crashed.
No.
No further there for Matt, unfortunately.
More like
M6 is
M6
okay.
share. I'd take P7 in a boat.
Blaze
Oh, talking about
and
boats are P6,
M Heaven
P7.
both pushing now to
Talking about
the
the boat.
finish line.
Roar.
We're the best placed Americans here. American cars.
SAS was so good, his lap time was all lines.
Wait, we
Yeah,
have
it was
we
actually
have an
such a quick lap.
American.
It didn't even like register
We
a
have
number.
2 Americans. No, actually 3. No, 4 Americans in German cars and 2 Germans in an American car.
Oh. I did not ask.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
don't
I don't care
recall
about
asking
your
either,
opinion,
to be
bro.
fair.
I literally could not care less.
Hey, Nam. Have you ever considered the fact
So I
that,
believe that will be time
Yeah,
there.
I know.
P7.
No time available for M or Heaven
Yeah,
on
Matt,
the
see
final
this.
lap. We'll have a quick look through at the final standings afterwards, but your top 8 is on screen now. Slice, Troyer,
Yeah,
Webby,
last
Deluxe, Matt, Blaze.
Can
Yeah,
someone
I'm
just
bored
straight
and
line
the game's
slice?
glitched, guys.
Look at that.
Jovo
Dash,
Panaman
dash,
down in
dash,
7 and
dash.
8th. JHS, M Heaven,
Imagine being
IT,
so good that your lap doesn't
BMR
get
Sutton,
shown.
Yeah, it didn't
Staff
register a
Verstappen,
number is that quick.
SAS, and Stuber. Of course, but Stuber has disappeared. Ryan, it appears you are late. Unfortunately, you are, sir. There are no spaces in the lobby, but of course, that may well change as the evening goes on. But with qualifying all finished, are we all ready to jump into the race? Have we got our tyres on that we want?
Yes.
Oh, there we are. There's the space that we wanted. Heaven is mine and Webby's mate. Another Matt. Fantastic. The Matt cult is growing strong here.
At a
Wait,
quarter of the
Webby-
lobby at Matt.
Is Webby also
got
on
in?
that?
I'd love to be able to have enough Matts in the RDR community to
Wait,
run
is there
Matt-only
4
lobby.
Matts in
That'd be
here?
great.
Yes.
Oh, we have a DE.
Wait, Webby, Matt, RDR Matt.
Is there an
and
SR
who-
limit for today?
Uh,
There's a DE.
DE.
Yes,
Oh,
you don't know
I
for the-
don't. Ooh,
Okay.
no,
No,
he doesn't.
DE is crazy.
Can we kick slice as well?
No,
He does-
Yeah,
we're not
please.
kicking
He's
sliced, but DE is
not
not
in the
racing
limit.
in our lobbies. Right,
He did-
stream
wait,
is
he
lagging
did-
for me. Is that the
he
case for
did
anyone else, or is it
67.
just Orion? But either way, we'll get
Matt.
to ourselves on the way.
It's not for me.
Matt,
Yes.
Matt, look at these stats. Bro did 67 races in sport and only 1 clean race.
Yeah, no, I think we're good.
You can
Yeah,
get
I
clean
think-
races even if you murder people, so we had to properly kill them.
He did some real work there. Right, okay, so
But
here we go
maybe
then.
not.
8
Bye-bye.
laps
Shut up.
of Watkins Glen. No specific weather changes to this. We're only doing one wet race tonight, and that will be the Nürburgring. But feet on the brakes, fellas. Let's have some nice launches across the grid. No penalties for any of the grid, and the full grid jumps away with it. Webby around the outside of Sliced, heading down into turn 1. Slice now drops himself back down to second. The rest of the grid manages to make it through turn wide, with JHS and Jolvo running themselves a little touch wide, but still keeping themselves on track. Webby in control of the race so far. Sliced in second place, Troyer in third, battling out with Matt in fourth in that Verstappen.com Ferrari. Deluxe then in fifth, holding back IT, Pan-Am, SAS, Blaze, Sutton, Jolvo. I mean, pretty much half of the grid there, all stacking up behind Deluxe here in the Jamrock M6. Sliced has made himself into first place around Webby. Not entirely too sure when that happened. Let's see if we can go back quickly and just catch it. No, it was before the chicane though on the straight. So nice clean overtakes for Slice in the Rover M6. He takes pole position. Webby then, he's now left to defend Troyer in the M6 now as we come towards the penalty line. No penalties, of course, to serve for either one of these, but it is Troyer magnificently on the attack here. We'll jump to Troyer's bonnet view as he tries to go around the outside of Webby. Webby, though, keeping that inside line nice and secure, puts that Ferrari just a bit in front there, a little bit of leeway behind himself and the in front of the M6 there. If we jump aboard then behind with the Verstappen M6 then as we approach the final Ferrari as we approach the final corner, as we see Troyer's M6 in front with Webby just ahead. That battle starting to unfold there between those two. You can see on the track map though further back, Deluxe looks to be in a bit of an attacking position now on SAS in 5th place. Not making it here though around the first corner. Way too easy to defend, if anything, for SAS. Slight wobble there from Deluxe on the exit of the rumble strips, but he's kept himself within contention. Still 0.3 out. Pan-Am in 7th place then in his Mustang, just chasing Deluxe in 6th place. Hopefully could jump up a position or two in the upcoming. So Troyer then, using the entrance of the chicane. Why is my keyboard just disconnected? That is not good. I've dropped my controller there. There we go. But Troyer and Webby battling it out for the silver podium position. So far in the hands of Troyer after a demonic almost chicane. As he jumped straight in there really, really late on those brakes, really trusting the M6's braking power, put himself in front of the Ferrari, and just sort of leaving Webby there behind just to pick up the pieces. Sliced meanwhile there, he's 1.5 seconds out in front. There's no trouble on Sliced's shoulders, and in fact in his rearview mirrors here. Certainly not 2 laps in anyway, and something may creep up and cause him a bit of pressure in the later stages of the race, but as second and third battle it out, it looks to be that he's slipping away with it. Matt now just having a bit of contact with the wall there, has got SAS hunting him down behind in the M6 as well, but Matt really closing in on this podium battle up ahead. They are really cutting themselves fine on the time. SAS though, using the inside, puts himself on the inside of Matt in the Verstappen.com Ferrari. They go side by side heading into the first lap. It is SAS on the inside line. He secures it with a little bit of late brake in there. Bit of a flash there from Matt. Doesn't feel the position was taken cleanly maybe, or could well have just been flashing to indicate that he's let himself through. But either way, SAS, phenomenal move there on the inside to secure 4th position, now in the chase for the podium battle. Speaking of which, though, that podium battle has backed off a little bit. We could potentially see Webby make a move back on Troyer here. No, Troyer is just too confident on the braking through this section. Just Troyer now hunting Sliced. 1.8 seconds is the gap between second and first place. Sliced really starting to make a dent now in that racing distance. 2 seconds nearly between the M6s. Webby, though, in third. A valiant effort so far in the Ferrari, but of course has got another, I would say another M6, but it's not. It's now a Ferrari. SAS has dropped back behind Matt, also picking up a 1.5 second penalty. Must have been a severe shortcut for him, or at least A bit of a dangerous line. Once again, SAS there evidently using the side of the grass. I will mention now that that is not allowed in our lobbies. I'd hate to have to start penalising people for it, but there is only one racer that really does tend to use that strategy, and we are on board with him. He's chasing D-Locks down in 5th position now, looking to reclaim his 5th, but the barrier and the side of, well, the exit there of, is that the boot? Either way, that was not having it. He's dropped well back now and well into contention, actually, of the Mustang of Pan Am. 7th position now on the cards for SAS. D-Locks, though, dives into the pits to change over from his medium tyres to the softs and then go the remaining 4 laps here, or remaining 5 laps, sorry, including the final one, of course, on his softs. SAS, though, he's on the softs currently. They are starting to look a little bit worn, especially that front left on the M6. It is a front left bearing track, this one, of course. Pan Am, though, on the mediums, looking rather collected, actually, and still a decent pace on him to be keeping within a second of SAS in the very powerful M6. Troyer, though, still very much ahead of Webby, but Webby's not giving in easily. He hasn't let the pressure off much at all through the entire race here. Troyer running really wide. Could even see a penalty delivered there for Troyer. Let's have a look. Yeah, 0.5 penalty delivered for Troyer. That is a shame to see, but of course we can definitely see where it was given. Webby now able to take the position on the inside. Even if he isn't able to get it done on the corner, of course he would have been given it over the penalty line. But there is Troyer now slowing down for his 0.5 penalty, and Webby runs away with a decent gap in front and an easy second position given back to him for Webby. But of course, had he not have stayed so close to Troyer and potentially even pushed that mistake from Troyer, the second place wouldn't have been paid back to him. So either way, some fantastic attacking driving from Webby so far. Troyer still has 3rd place secured, though. Matt's a 2.5 off in the Verstappen Ferrari. SAS having now gotten 5th place back. Of course, Pan Am not able to do much on the Mustang on the medium tyres, and D-Locks pitting in. Hello, Zach, how you doing? Out in front then, so Webby and Troyer from 2nd and 3rd come into the pits. SAS resumes 2nd place. Pan Am, he also carries on as he's on the mediums. JHS doing so as well. Webby, Troyer, Matt, Sutton, all in the pits. Yeah, no other runners jumping into the pits now. So let's have a look at someone that we haven't been on board with much yet. So there's IT in the Silver Viper, number 24. Bit of a wobble there out of first corner with a 0.5 penalty. Not just that, though. He's got Jolvo and M Heaven breathing down his neck. M Heaven actually really putting a bit of pressure onto the Red Dragon Racing Mustang of Jolvo. Hopefully, Jolvo can handle the pressure nicely. We'll stay on board with the bonnet cam here through the chicane, just to see really how the pressure mounts for the drivers through it. A beautiful bit of driving for Jolvo, though, to stay confident on his line and not to react too much there to the right-hand side dive of M Heaven. Of course, that dive didn't get him very far, unfortunately. He was just placed onto the wrong part of the corner to be able to get a successful line through there and to stay fighting with Jolvo and IT. Bit of a wide line there for M Heaven as he comes off that swooping section there, just approaching the penalty line now. Jolvo will be making the position up into 5th place around IT due to the penalty line now. Not too sure whether M Heaven's going to do the same. He is. Yes, he is. No, he's not. IT's able to hold 6th position. Just slots himself there in between the Mustang and the Porsche of M Heaven. Slice, though, in 1st place, now into the pits in the Rover M6. SAS now resumes control of the race on the softs. Still hasn't pitted over to the mediums. He'll have to do that soon, though. That front left is looking really tired. Slice, Pan Am, JHS, the further 3 now behind SAS, all now in the pits. IT, he won't jump the... Oh, no, he will jump the others. Actually, just not Slice, I don't think. Slice comes out just ahead of IT. So fair play to Slice. The real speech of his pace there, in a sense, for him to be able to have come out still in 2nd place, having pitted from the lead. IT then gifted a podium so far. Not really much has gone on for the Viper driver, other than just a bit of consistency, if anything, to keep himself where he is. If Jolvo, of course, hadn't have gone into the pits in front of him, then of course it would have been Jolvo contesting it, potentially a lot closer to the M6 of Sliced. But 12 seconds now separates Sliced and SAS, so of course when SAS does pit, he will drop down behind and order will be restored. So Sliced is the long-running leader of the race, just sort of via projection. SAS, though, like I said, that soft now on that front left is looking dangerously tired. His front right it's looking okay for now. A decent amount of grip left in it. He's not on the total bare rims of it, but I'd definitely be thinking about a pit stop here. I'm really not too sure if this tyre is going to be any form of competitive for him to carry on, considering the gap has already dropped now to less than 12 seconds between himself and Slice, but Slice picking up a 0.5 penalty there just before we jump onto him, but of course he'll have to serve that now on the penultimate lap. IT got Webby in the Ferrari. I'm not too sure what IT is looking at pit-wise. I don't think he's pitted. Looking at the times, I don't think so. He might have had a bit of a corker first lap. No, IT jumps into the pits there with an indication. What a gentleman. And Webby, of course, he resumes third place. Having SAS in the pits now, though, that could change things. Webby could even go second. He does. As does Troyer, then takes third place. Deluxe fourth. Matt now takes sixth position and slots himself in. So SAS just finds his space there in between Deluxe and Matt. Still, the valiant effort for SAS to have gone that far on the soft tyre. Now just 2 laps now left for SAS to do on this medium. But the race standings as it is right now, we've got Troyer side by side with Webby here. We'll just go to the chase view as we watch Troyer bravely take that outside line through into the inside corner on the chicane, and the second place with it. Webby, though, he's down behind. We'll jump on board with him. He's not really got much here. I mean, he's on the mediums. Troyer is also on mediums. They're both relatively fresh tyres, so not much separating those two other than the cars and the drivers here. Certainly nothing strategy-wise is going to split the pair right now. Bit of a slip there as Troyer heads up towards the penalty line, but able to hold himself nicely as the sun starts to set here in Watkins Glen, New York. Troyer nice and careful on the brakes, though. Doesn't want to give anything away for Webby in the Ferrari. Of course, Webby having to worry about Deluxe as well in the Jamrock M6 behind, hunting a podium finish. One could very much be handed to him here. Just a slight wobble mistake from second or third here. And, of course, Deluxe could move up a position. Second and third, both confident... well, not confident, sorry, but very much aware of this. Slice, though, with a 10-second gap with balance of performance on, a clear victor here around Watkins Glen. Certainly bringing it in for the home crowd. I believe Watkins Glen is the closest circuit to Slice in reality, so that's definitely a playing factor for it. But no, congratulations to Slice then on the final lap here in the Rover M6, as he's also on to do the fastest lap too. Troyer, though, still 0.4, battling it out with Webby. Webby, 0.1, down to Deluxe. Oh, Road America is closer to him. Okay. Either way, he's very fast here indeed, and it's great to see. But Troyer, I think this also now pips him, and because of beforehand, in terms of race wins, Pan Am and Sliced were tied in their positions, so I think now Slice definitely steps ahead and takes it. Troyer in the M6, though, has put on a valiant defensive drive against Webby in the Ferrari. Webby has done his fair share of both calculated attacks, random opportunist dives and attacks, as well as some defensive moves as well on Deluxe. Podiums, not wins. So his podium positions. Slice will be looking to take one. Pan Am, unfortunately, down in 7th place, will not be. Not even a top 5 finish for Pan Am today. Not unless something major happens here in the final couple of corners anyway. But on board with Slice then as he approaches the finishing line at Watkins Glen. He has controlled this race from pretty much halfway through the first lap to when he got round Webby on the chicane. First place Across the line then for Sliced. Hello, Diz, how are we, sir? Troyer in second place. Closely followed then by Webby in third, Deluxe fourth, SAS in fifth, Matt in sixth place, just missing out on the top five there in the Verstappen Ferrari, Pan Am in the Mustang, followed then by Blaze and JHS, the two Americans fighting it out to the line, 8th for Blaze, 9th for JHS, 10th for Jolvo. Sutton in 11th with IT all over the rearview mirror of that Bilstein M6, but 11th for Sutton, 12th for IT, 13th then for M Haven 95. Ah, well that's a problem. Hello. I can't save the replays, fellas.
I did.
I have run out of replay room. Well, that's an accident. Right, anyway, if we can't do that, that's fine. Let's just go on to the results. So, Sliced was first, second penalty for Sliced, but of course that didn't really matter as he was 11 seconds ahead anyway, so congratulations, Sliced. Troyer in second place in the M6 GT3, third for Webby in the 4x8 Italia, Deluxe in fourth in the M6, SAS in his M6 in fifth, Matt in the Italia in sixth, Pan Am in the Mustang in seventh, Blaze in the RSR in eighth. Okay, next we've got JHS in the M6 in ninth, Jolvo in 10th in his Mustang, BMR in the M6 Sprint in 11th, IT in the Viper in 12th, and M Haven in the RSR in 13th, also picking up a second penalty. Right then, so the next track then. On the list, what should we go for then? Have we got, yeah, we've got Sliced in with us, haven't we? So you can pick one, as you know, of course, the track selections for this evening. But I think that's what we'll do then. We'll just offer it to the race winner then. Whoever the race winner is gets to pick from the selection what we do next.
From the selection that we had?
Yeah, so we've done Watkins Glen now. We've got on the selection for this evening. We've got Monza. We have got, is there anything from up here? Yeah, we've got Dragon's Trail Seaside. We've got Circuit to Spa, Nürburgring 24 Hours, and was there any other ones that we'd added on there as well?
Atlanta.
Oh yes, and Michelin Road Atlanta.
Probably Seaside.
Seaside?
Yeah, that's one of the choices.
I'll go Seaside.
Not Gardens.
No, not Gardens. Helmet.
No.
I heard Seaside and I crashed instantly, bro.
I do not like Seaside.
JHS wishes to spin the wheel.
No.
Did he spin someone out?
He almost did in front of me. It was Blaze.
Hello, the loons.
Oh, of course.
American Civil
Well,
War.
I give Blaze full abilities to spin JHS with the amount of times he's been bullied. No.
But I just really want to.
No, thank you, baby. I appreciate it. So then, load up to track then, fellas. As soon as we've got everyone entered in and ready, we'll get qualifying underway. 10 minutes of qualifying coming right up. Trying to type on a keyboard with no keys is actually quite hard. I'm doing it all from scratch, from memory. Even though there's a keyboard in front of me, it's hard to relate that.
How do you have no
10 minutes of qualifying.
Pen, he always qualifies on mediums. I don't know why.
It's practice.
Like every qualifying session he's done, he's been on mediums.
Whatever he does for it, it works. He's quick. So let's get some R's in the chat, and we'll get underway
qualifies on
then.
mediums?
Luke.
Oh, fair enough.
Some L's, some R's, whatever. Send me a letter. As long as I know that you're ready, we'll get ourselves underway.
Jobo, that's my line. Come on.
SAS is not ready. Why are you not
Oh,
ready?
no, I'm ready. I just sent some letters.
Understandable. Okay, well that's my fault for reading too much into it.
Ignore me, yeah?
Well, either way, 15 players have entered, so let's get it underway then. 15 races around Dragon's Trail Seaside. We haven't had it for a while, actually, on the RDR Group 3, which is nice to be able to do a lot of other tracks. M. Haven's on hards. It's fine, he can always pit. He can just go out, do a lap pit, and then come back and get softs on. If he wants to. If he wants to stay on hards, by all means, but yes.
Who the hell let Webby out the pits first? He is not the coolest here.
No one of
He has got one of the coolest liveries, though, I must say.
He's getting dive bombed for that. There we go.
Mine is better. Mostly
No,
because
mine-
May I remind the grid that we are in qualifying and not under race conditions.
Yeah, well, outlap is race conditions, okay?
Outlap is race conditions.
That is true.
What is it?
JHS says his livery is better.
My liver is good.
No, it's not, mate.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I can't give it to you. I can't give it to you, JHS. Webby's yellow Ferrari just does pip it.
mine is better.
It's not as good as the SMFC.
Ooh, I like M. Haven's Ferrari. His motor, or not Ferrari, sorry, his R8, his Motorhead one.
And he's off.
And he also crashed.
Ah,
He nearly took Panam out too.
yours is
Ryan
all
back
off,
with the
I'm
good
not.
smile racing. Bit of a change up in the livery as well, though. I'm noticing some different colours added in there at the back. I'm liking it though. It's looking good.
Walk like a chicken.
Troyer in the Patronus M6. That's rather nice.
That's
Almost
what
like,
you think,
almost
bro.
a slight touch and a tribute to the
G&K
old school BMW Sauber
G&K
livery.
is better.
Yes, I see livery's a bit of a...
Sutton in a rather striking
that's so smelly.
liveried
That's so
Supra. D-Lock's in his RCF now. Jolvo in the HKS Supra. Who else?
This guy. Hit the frisbee back from the six, he's just right next to me.
Oh, apologies about that. But yes, so sliced in the... Is that the RCF? GT3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why the hell are you...
I always get confused between RCF and LCF. I know LCF, they don't have one. It's more the luxurious brand, but you couldn't... I just... Nah. Always got to double check. Lacking the confidence there. It's a lot of pressure to be giving Webby in the Ferrari. Sliced, if you're not on a decent lap, I'd encourage you to at least give a little bit of room between
I
yourself
am.
and Webby. You are on a decent lap. Okay, Webby, if you're not on a decent lap, I please encourage you to move out of Sliced's way.
If they
What
want to
about me?
destroy each other, let's just let them do
Nah,
it.
Sliced is going through now, I think.
What if I'm on a decent lap?
Then move.
Well, with no one in front of you, SAS, I'm not really in a position
Well,
to
no,
tell
there's-
anyone there,
there's-
is there?
Somebody put a chicane in the way.
Well, it was there before you were, unfortunately.
That's debatable. I think this track was created after
That is one heck of a loophole to throw. No, I completely agree, and that's what I mean. It's a difficult one to argue back with on that one.
Yeah, exactly.
What an intellectual argument is.
138.3 is the first time on the board for SAS.
Yeah, it's not great. I basically did 360 on that.
Webby second with a 140, 140.6 for IT, 146 for Mr. Hayes there. Luke with a 146.1
I shoot at a 360 on
Yeah,
that.
on the
I
mediums.
completely killed myself in turn 5.
Well played.
At turn 6, sorry.
I'm probably getting last in the race.
I am aware yours is Golden Book, but it... ooh, Coors Light RSR from IT. Big fan of that. JHS has picked a bad car. That is a shame.
Haha, skill issue.
That's what I normally say.
That's what happens when you want to drive your golden chicken.
When are we going to do RDR Fortnite?
Never.
I don't know. Probably, yeah. Probably not.
Never.
Not
We're gonna do
this
RDR
week.
GTA 5.
Yes. But PS4
I
version.
don't know.
No.
That's the problem. I've got PS5 edition, so I wouldn't be able to play it.
Yeah,
yet.
exactly. So we're doing
Well,
PS5.
RDR
Yeah, we're doing
4005.
PS5. Pan Am, go buy PS5.
But no.
Exactly. Mate, we're in 2025.
RDR
RDR Team Rumble.
Yeah. How are you still rocking a PS4 in the big 2.5? Like,
It's
For real?
embarrassing, mate. And yet you're complaining about your game lagging when people join, like, and yet you're the one on a PS4, so it's a bit embarrassing.
Hey, leave him alone. So what if he's on a PS4? He's still playing.
I'd rather play on a PS3 than a
no,
PS4
but the
right
thing
now,
is,
to be honest.
he just refuses to get a PSI.
No, I don't. No,
Yes,
I,
you do.
I refuse.
Yes, you
Call of
It's
Duty
not worth the money, according to you.
for real.
I mean,
No,
look,
that's not
realistically,
right.
you've got to remember there's a brand new PlayStation coming out soon, so, you know, Pan Am's got two choices in that sense. You know, it's... Does he bother getting a PS5 at this point, or does he just might as well just
Yes.
wait and get the newer one?
Mate, PS5s go for dirt cheap now. It's like,
Not here. Here there's still 500, bro.
they're just going on holiday
like,
somewhere,
as in
buy it, and then
2020.
go back. Pretty
Same
simple,
as
to be honest.
2020.
Well, go on and buy one and send it to
I think the PS6 is coming in 2030.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're about $50 cheaper here than they were when they first came out.
Yeah, he was saying. That's the truth.
Yeah, let's go buy one. Like,
No.
If that's the case, I'm going to be 33 when that comes out.
and you will.
Unlucky.
D-Lock's currently then third place in the RCF. Pan Am in the RCF in second.
Oh no, that's why.
SAS in the M6 in
No,
first.
I think PlayStation releases new PlayStation every 7 years or so.
Troyer goes second place
So
with the
2027 should
138.9.
be the next one.
I mean, a PS5 can probably run for a while.
Yeah, PS4 as well. I have that for like 11 years now.
The new GTA is meant to be coming out on PS5, isn't it? Oh, SAS
Only.
The new-
gives the
the
wall
new
a bit
GTA
more than a kiss there.
So I just wanted to like see where
The SAS has taken the wall out for dinner, has met the parents, moved in.
Yeah, I don't like the parents, so I'm moving out.
Yeah, not going to be making that mistake again.
Don't get along with that.
Matt, GTA 6, if there was no delays, GTA 6 would have come out when I was 16. It will now come out when I'm 18. I think that's enough.
Oh, you can now legally buy it.
Yeah, I can legally buy it. Yeah.
Imagine waiting for GTA 7.
No.
Imagine.
It's mad to think that I was under the age of 18 when I bought GTA 5.
It's crazy.
Same.
I know, but it's nuts. Like, I go back and think that I was, you know, I was a late teenager. How much longer is the stream? Well, this is race 2 out of potential 6 tonight. So we still got some time left on it, Amaru.
No.
Silver Porsche.
So basically, the thing is, I should have had a little bit of let off, but I
Oh, yeah.
decided not to, because letting off.
Troy, please don't park there.
It's for pussies.
Imagine crunches
yeah.
in 8.
So,
Go off.
That's the problem.
Troy, that is a terrible place to park. Troy is parked on the chicane, by the way,
Go. I
fellas.
can't enter the track.
Ah, an
Oh.
unexpected error has occurred. That would be.
Host has ended
I,
the game.
I was sat there thinking, Troyer, like, if Troyer was on a decent, I have not. You can see on the screen, I have not ended the game.
I was on an okay level.
Well, we got it in the beginning.
Well, that completely and utterly screws the qualifying.
That's your fault.
Just put me on pole. We all know what was going to happen. Come on.
No.
Just put,
Get out.
put
We'll do it. No, we'll just do a quick 5-minute quali.
reverse the
No,
grid.
put me on pole and put.
Ooh, we could do a reverse grid if you wanted. Slowest first.
Oh bloody! I've already.
Yeah, nah, we're doing that. We're doing that. We're
I've
doing that instead of a
literally already
qualifier.
started. I've literally.
No, that's
already
your
started
problem
last
then, not
day.
mine.
Pan Am, who the fuck else?
I'm buying Hot
Three.
Wheels instead of a PS5, so I think that's
Buying what?
better.
Reverse grid.
Hot Wheels.
Lobby is back live.
Do you have W1?
Oh shit, I need to get ready to join, don't I?
You have minecart Hot Wheels.
Let it go.
I have it. I saw
Yeah,
like
yeah.
3 of them today.
Give me one. Pardon, give
No.
me one. Hey.
And we're full.
I only have one. But I
Oh.
saw.
I think that is as well. That is every single person, apart from Doorstop has found his way in now. Who's not
That's as
in?
fast as ever.
Who's been kicked out?
Whoever's not in.
Who hasn't made it? It's unfortunate. Whoever. Oh, it's JHS.
Good.
I was looking. I couldn't see it, and then I seen "damn it" in the chat from JHS. I was like, ah.
Luke left.
Oh, Luke, why'd you leave?
To let JHS in.
No.
Kevin Jr. has joined, but he is French.
Also, Matt, can we do reverse grid from the results of the last race rather than?
No, we can just do reverse grid from this. Honestly, because it means less effort from me.
Well, then I'll just set an that, won't I?
GT timed out. Let me in. Yeah, kick French. No, JHS. Joe Ben
Anyone
Media.
tries
How
to
do I
slowly
join
punt
one of
them.
these in the future? Just join in, mate.
That's just gonna make me go more slowly, won't it?
Whenever the lobby goes live, make sure you sub with the notifications on, and you'll be notified whenever we do go live. And I'll always start the lobby live with you guys on stream.
Or just don't show up.
To be fair, Kevin Jr. is struggling to join right now, so there could potentially be a space coming up.
I swear to God.
Panam, Panam, do you know Jorben?
Huh?
Space. Do you know Jorben? Do you?
MH.
Yeah, he's in the
M
league
heaven,
with JHF and
95.
Icon.
Okay. Kevin
And he's lower
Astre.
than me.
Not with E driving rated, I don't think.
Yeah,
He's
Jordan
M
and
heaven,
JHF is lower than
95.
me in that league, by the way.
Jorben is my teammate. Ah, I see.
Yeah, and he's slow
You bad.
compared to me. SAS is my teammate now.
Right, so once everyone's connected in, then just have a little bit of time,
SAS is my teammate.
get some laps in, and then we'll get the reverse grid done.
Do
What
that
am I
in
being
goofy
signed up to?
voice, bro. That law.
It was me.
I know. Hello, Ryan.
Fair enough, bro.
Whoa.
Oh, damn it.
Matt and Matt. Webby and Matt. Sorry.
Ferrari Matt is way better. He actually drives. What's he even in today? He's not even in a Ferrari anymore.
I
an
might be
M6.
reverse.
I am in the wall.
I see you. Just go put him back in reverse. You bastard. If I see you in Belgium, I'm slapping you in the face. But if I see you in Belgium again, I'm gonna slap you in the face because of it.
Hi, Slice.
You bastard.
Oh no.
Slice, why are you camping? Why are you camping? You bastard. Hope you get last, bro.
I have now been to the toilet. Are we all ready to get the race underway then
Wow.
with the reverse grid?
Nobody said a laugh.
Yeah, what's the reverse
Well,
grid?
it doesn't matter. It's just going slowest first. So we're doing reverse grid slowest first.
What the hell does
Yeah,
that
I'm still gonna start up front.
You shouldn't do.
I should.
Good one, Ryan. Good one.
Oh, is
I
everyone
didn't
messing
do
their
that.
laps up on purpose?
No.
We're goofing around.
If they are, punt them.
You have to.
Right,
That's
well,
why I say
hopefully-
do
hopefully-
reverse grid the first race, because then it's actually legit.
True.
Hopefully
Do that.
that doesn't happen.
Ty Gibbs is not the GOAT of NASCAR.
Right,
It's
Who said
impossible.
that?
so long as we're all ready though, we'll get ourselves underway.
JHS said the GOAT of
I'll be
NASCAR.
starting on softs, Grace.
Well, this is just not going to work, is it, though?
Bong.
JHS said the
Oh,
GOAT
it's
of
spread.
NASCAR. is-
Nah. Shane Van
I
Gisbergen
know.
is better. Shut up, Jay.
Yes.
Like a
GOAT
Koji?
of NASCAR
Right then, race 2. 8 laps of Dragon's Trail Seaside. Thank you, Pan Am. I'm sure that was the one that moved me over. Either Pan Am or Jovo, but thank you very much, lads. 8 laps then at Dragon's Trail Seaside here in Croatia. Reverse grid that hasn't worked out very well. I've put the slowest first, and apparently that is Sliced and SAS. Well, Sliced, Pan Am and SAS. The 3 faster drivers of the lobby. Not too sure how and why that's happened, and I do apologise to all these drivers down the bottom which have now been left here, and hopefully you can still have a decent race. First corner though, inbound. How's it looking? Oh, it's a little bit dicey there. Few issues throughout the corners. Let's have a look at what happened to IT and why he ended up on the outside. Doesn't really show that there was a lot of pushing and shoving going on. A lot of cars trying to get through a small section of track at the same time. Nothing that we aren't used to. But SAS in first place, D-Lots in second, Webby in third. Sliced is now down in 7th. Something major must have happened for that to have gone on. Yeah, he didn't have a great exit there out of that corner, I don't think. But anyway, Ryan in 8th, M Heaven in 9th. Few people running wide there out of the uphill S's. Need to start thinking of some corner names for this track. So if I just pull the mic close now, we'll get into it, get into commentary mode. Put the controller down because we've got the keyboard. There we are. We're situated, we're here, we're ready for it, for the remaining now 7 laps. Yellow flag there as Orion goes down. SJR want to join but cannot find the lobby. I do apologise, SJR, but I appear that we are full up. We've got 15 on the track and, of course, myself spectating. But do, of course, keep an eye on it, and any spaces that come up, I'll shout them out because it's an open lobby. First come, first serve. You can always add my PSN as well, which I'll put in the chat for you now, and I'll accept that, and then you can join through friends. Probably going to be the quickest way to join. And I'm just accepting everyone until my friends list is full, which I think is fair. So that's my PSN, SJR, if you want to add me. If you've already got me as a friend, then not to worry, but yeah, you just have to keep an eye out for when there's a space. D-Lox in second place then in the Jamrock M6, just chasing SAS in his M6, 2 seconds ahead. Webby then, he switched out his Ferrari for an AMG and he's running third. Sliced is in fourth now, having recovered himself from 7th where we last saw him, up to fourth now, second lap. Troyer in fifth with a little bit of pressure behind from the R8 of M Heaven, as well as Jolvo in 7th, well now in 6th as M Heaven just came loose off the S's, unfortunately. Me and Jolvo will do the corner names. Yeah, just think of some, that'd be great. Can name some after you all if you want. We'll just have like a comprehensive run through of our corner names. JHS dips wide in the Team Spirit M6. Bit of a slide on the way through though. Matt does go round him but catches a bit of a slide himself. And now Matt is now picking pieces up from 14th, which is a shame. But he's at least back in the running. So, second place, D-Lox. He's got Webby 0.8 behind. Webby still under immense pressure from Sliced. A move actually being made there by Sliced, but not able to convert it. Just sticking behind Webby for now. Bit of a slide there off the rumble strips, heading into the penultimate bend, but nothing too major for Sliced. Still able to keep in contention with Webby in the AMG up ahead. SAS currently with a fastest lap of a 1:38.3. 1:38.9 was the fastest lap here for Sliced, or fast lap, sorry, for Sliced. Not too far off SAS's time. Certainly looking quick. I don't think Sliced is going to be fourth towards the end of this race. Not too sure where he's going to be, whether he's going to be further up or further down. But I don't think fourth is where he's going to be. Webby then, an immense push now on to D-Lox. Really build this pressure up onto the M6. See if he can force a mistake out of the Jamrock M6. I don't think it's going to happen though. D-Lox, of course, every time that we've seen him, he's able to keep his composure. Just, you know, nice and poised, not too erratic with his driving. His lag, on the other hand, that's a different thing. If anyone does encounter any D-Lox lag tonight, then of course we do apologise, but it does tend to happen. Ooh, nearly a switchback for Webby. Does he pay it off? He does, he lands it. Sliced also makes his way around. Sky Blue Logan, I thought I already had you as a friend, but there we go. Deluxe now loses another position. That's 3 down from a poor move. Troyer into the wall. Another position back up for Deluxe. Troyer now just getting himself running. JHS also into the wall, I believe. But Sliced Bread now up into second place, having also made his way around Webby in the AMG. Phenomenal racing going on here. Deluxe now goes into the pits off his mediums, going on to the softer tyres. Jolvo on his soft, 3-second penalty for him. Not too sure how that's happened, but unfortunate for him, he's going to have to, of course, serve that next lap out. Webby, though, he's now on the attack for Sliced in second place. He wants second place back, understandably too, as well. Hopefully it can pay out for him, but we'll have to stay on board and see. That's a nice livery, actually, on the AMG. It's Iron Lynx. Rather nice indeed. It's simplistic, but sometimes those liveries are the best. While all the fighting, though, from second place downwards has happened, 6.5 seconds is built now between SAS and Slice. So I definitely say that the SAS in his M6 is just looking comfortable. Unfortunately, not going to be much screen time, I'd say, in this race. Not unless he takes himself out and hits the barrier. That's your livery, the Iron Lynx livery. Oh, well, it's rather nice. If you've made it, mate, then fair play to you. That's gorgeous. Jolvo in fourth, still waiting to serve that 3-second penalty. Unfortunately, that will drop him behind Panam and Troyer. Maybe even JHS. I don't know. JHS is about 3 seconds out. It could well happen for him. But, oh, he's hit the wall as well. So a position's already gone to Panam and now to Troyer. And that's before he's even managed to get to the wall, so that is, or managed to get to the penalty line, sorry, so that is a shame. 7th position, maybe even 8th now for Jolvo. That is a big shame, and so it just really goes to show just how much penalties can really cripple your race space here. Normally, whenever I've raced, it's normally the penalties that do me over now, especially on the controller. I was able to catch the spins. On the wheel, that was normally just me going off track, but yeah, I am looking forward to getting back on the wheel as and when I'm able to get it all sorted. I'm just waiting to go direct drive, if anything, just because I've had the G29 for so long. It's a lovely wheel, but yeah, just looking for that next step up, if anything. So, near 2-second gap now, building between Sliced and Webby, and now Sliced actually reducing the gap down to first place of SAS. Sliced, of course, did win the last race, so he picked Seaside Forest to race at next. I don't think he'd have done so knowing that it was one of his least favourite tracks. There's certainly some decent ones on there for him. But I think overall Sliced is just such a well-rounded racer that yeah, regardless of the track, he will always put on a dominant show. Webby, though, I will give Webby a fair amount of reconsideration here. Not reconsideration, sorry, what am I on about? A fair amount of I can't remember the bloody word that I'm looking for. Sorry, my head's gone scrambled now. But anyway, yeah, we'll give a shout out to Webby at least. There we go. We'll go for a shout out. A word along the lines of shout out is what I was looking for. But yeah, Webby has upped his skill level almost every time that he's in the race. It's looking real good for him, especially in third place. But yeah, he's always a contender in the lobbies, especially when he comes in. You know it's not going to be an easy battle, even if it's never at the top end of the grid. Troyer also into the pits then behind him. Panam will take the both positions and up into third. Would love to join. What's the track? This is Dragon's Trail, or Dragon's Trail Seaside. It's one of the artificially created games for Gran Turismo. There's a healthy split, I'd say, between what they call original. Of course, I'm saying this as if you don't know the game. Can't find the lobby. The lobby's full at the moment, but if you add me on PlayStation, which I'll just chuck in now, then I'll accept, and then of course you can join through friends. But other than that, mate, make sure that you've hit the sub button, you've got the notification bells on, and you've smashed like on the stream for us. And I'd say that's about everything that you can do to get yourself in the queue for the lobby. As soon as there's a space, though, I'll call it. It's a first come, first serve job whenever we do the open lobbies. I don't reserve any spaces for anyone. It's just, yeah, it's an open call for whoever can grab a space. Loving the reactions on the stream, though, guys. Keep it up. Thank you very much, guys. So 8.7 seconds is the gap between Sliced in second and Pan Am in third. The gap when we joined on board with Sliced as he gained second place was around about 6 seconds. But he's managed to chop that down now to 3. I think SAS might have had a bit of a corker into the wall, and his softs are looking rather damaged now. We'll see where he goes lap-wise, but Sliced is definitely chopping down that time. A massive, massive change-up in the standings. I really did think that it was going to be SAS running away with it for a majority, but by the looks of it, Sliced has found some formidable pace and has really put the burners on and able to catch up SAS. Jolvo, though, he's had a decent turnaround to come fourth thus far. Of course, he has got his pit stop now, and will lose the position to Webby, Deluxe, and Troyer. But looking at it, it's still going to be a decent pit in for him. I think these fellas, though, they've already pitted. Yeah, Webby's on the mediums, Deluxe on the softs, looking to make a move now into the first corner on board with Deluxe. Then in the Jamrock M6, he takes the inside line. Was that clean? Did he make that through nicely? Let's just go back and watch it. Yeah, he just manages to chop in front of Webby's AMG and carry himself up through the chicane. Nicely done then for Deluxe to secure himself 4th position so far. Pan Am, though, still yet to pit. 15 seconds is the gap. I think he might lose his 3rd position there to Deluxe on the pit stop, dependent, of course, on his pace. 2.5 seconds, though, is the gap now between Sliced and SAS. Both of these still need to pit. By the looks of it, Sliced's tyres are a heck of a lot more worn than SAS's. So SAS has actually been able to put a decent job in on his tyre degradation. Maybe that is where the gap has come from, and not so much mistakes from SAS and just Sliced's pace alone. I'm sure, though, on this last lap, who are they going for? Sliced is going to opt for the medium tyres now. SAS decides to stay out onto the final lap. I'd like to hope that SAS has pitted, otherwise that is going to be a penalty for him. He's not going to be able to get those medium tyres on by the end of the lap, or by the time that he comes across the finish line. Anyway, we'll have to see. Tyre redegradation. Yeah, if I said that, I have no idea. Sometimes the words just all sort of jumble up into one, but as long as you guys can make like a rough idea of what I'm saying, then that's the main thing. 20 seconds, though, is the gap between SAS and Sliced, having Sliced now had his pit stop. Deluxe now in 3rd, of course, with Pan Am pitting, but Pan Am's now down in 6th. Bit of a slide from Webby. Troyer nicely tucked in behind him, and then there's Pan Am down in 6th. Still some positions on the floor, though, for Pan Am to pick up. Speaking of which, there's one there. Deluxe from 3rd. Catastrophic error sends him into the gravel. A little bit of contact between Troyer and Deluxe, but Deluxe settles himself in 5th. Are you usually commentating on races? Yeah, I tend to commentate on most of the races. It's only occasionally I'll join in. I used to race all the time, but then my wheel broke, so I switched to commentating, and to be honest, I think it was more widely accepted with the community than me just joining in the races. It certainly gives something back for the fellas like you that are just sat watching the race waiting for a space. Sorry guys, I'm going to just mute my mic a second. There we go, sorry about that guys. But as it looks then, SAS across the line in 1st place. So far though, of course, but I'm not too sure where SAS stands on the pit stops. So, Sliced actually takes 1st place. SAS, of course, didn't pit, so he does get a minute penalty. That is a shame, but we'll see where he comes out in the end anyway, given that he was in front for the entirety of the race. Webby in 2nd place. Pan Am does actually get 3rd. Podium for Pan Am. Deluxe in 4th. Troyer in 5th. Jolvo now approaches the line in 7th, but he obviously jumps 6th with SAS's penalty. Blaze goes 7th. Ryan goes 8th. IT goes 9th, JHS goes 10th. M Heaven, does M Heaven jump SAS? Yes he does. 11th place, does Matt? Yes he does as well, I believe. Ooh, and then it is just unfortunately Doorstop who isn't able to jump SAS, but SAS first down to 13th. That is unfortunate for SAS. Doorstop just backing out, I think, to just be able to allow it to carry on, I believe. But yes, of course, the congratulations does once again go to Sliced. That's now the second victory in a row for tonight, so congratulations, Sliced. Let's just have a look, though, at the result. We know we can't save the replay, unfortunately. But yes, first for Sliced, second for Webby, third for Panam, fourth for D-Docs. Troyer in 5th, Jolvo in 6th, Blaze in 7th, Ryan in 8th. IT65 in 9th, JHS in 10th, M Heaven in 11th, Matt in 12th, SAS in 13th, due to that minute penalty, 14th for Doorstop, and 15th for Sutton. Did you pit and put softs on?
You can put
Look,
SS
guys.
first, I just kind of forgot. So.
Look, guys, that guy that showed up an hour later.
I unfortunately cannot do that, SAS. You have come 13th.
Well,
That is
I
a
was
shame.
first before everybody pitted, so
Ah, right, okay,
I'd
that's
still
the
be
excuse. We're a little bit
You
close
should've
there.
driven faster.
Honestly, like the mic has got to be even closer when I'm commentating. I really hold it to my face like I'm a proper commentator. It's like POV. This is what we're seeing when I'm commentating. Just so you know, I'm really getting involved in it.
can you talk a bit quieter so it's ASMR, please?
Okay. I can give the next one an ASMR.
And here goes Slice down the inside of his head, just killed space again.
Oh, it's incredible racing as SAS. He goes down to 13th from first place. Yeah, no, I'm not going to stick that one out. I just can't. I've got too much. I've just got too much stream energy for it.
L streamer, L Matt in the chat, guys.
L Matt in the what? I did exactly as you asked. Shut up. Right. Anyway, so Slice, congratulations on your first place once again. Let's have the next track out then from yourself, sir. Thank you, JHS. W's. Thank you.
Let's see. We gotta say
Being
the.
such a sucker.
Yeah, it's not like you just took someone
He
out.
likes a good boy.
Yeah, we did that in the end.
Monza.
Ooh, it's going to be Carnage first corner, but we've got 8 laps of Monza on the way for the third
go,
race.
Corvette.
And I'm not even in the lobby yet. Yeah.
So, are we going to add the qualifying back in now, gents?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Fuming child.
Yes.
Alright. So,
What car's good here?
I have no idea.
The Lexus.
It's hard when the camera's by there for me to be able to talk to you guys properly because I can't look at anything on my
I'm gonna
screen.
drive
I'm
the
just
Lexus
completely
then.
isolated when I do.
If I get in.
Should probably rethink your setup. Then.
But of course I shall. I know. It's to do with the microphone. It's for you guys to be able to hear me clearer.
You know what you should do then?
Just go for fits all.
I know. Can we do a proper reverse grid? Do you know what? Can I? Okay.
I'm gonna sandbag
It's a
so
bit-
bad if I get in.
Oh, no,
It's a bit
do
late to do
reverse
it
grid of
now.
The last race. That'll be
Okay, I will mess with the grid at some point, and I'll do a fairer
Do
grid.
reverse grid of the last race. That would be a great reverse grid, I reckon.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll do it off of lap 7. So
No,
You
I
start
reckon
last.
Off of the because that's what really counts. No, why would you do lap 7? That makes no sense.
Who is this guy? I don't know, AJ. Who are you on about? There are many guys
Not
here.
about Zach. Nobody knows who he is.
Shut up.
It's a bit of a mystery, to be fair.
I don't see you being an admin yet.
Blaze wants to start first.
That's what you think, but Jolva and I both know something. So.
What?
I would love to be able to decide the grid via the random wheel, but honestly, I can't risk Slice going first.
Don't worry, SAS. It's only a matter of time.
Ooh,
before
I've just
Joel finds
noticed,
out where he lives.
How has M Heaven been
already
racing, guys? How has M Heaven been racing?
Jovo. Jovo.
What?
Stop lying.
I really don't know.
Oh yeah.
Right, guys, how has M Heaven been racing? Because his sportsmanship is C. It is below the B requirement that we ask for. But
Get him out, let me in.
if he's been racing okay, we'll allow him. It's okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna mute my mic though, guys, for a second. Sorry, guys.
He
Yeah,
grabbed me.
actually.
He
Yeah,
took me out.
kick him. Also Sliced, he's been racing terribly as well.
And if you edit,
again.
Straight line to me in the first lap, you know.
if you edit JHS as well.
Slice took Pan Am out lap 1.
Oh yeah, that was definitely me.
It was.
You didn't hire a hitman at
You
all.
literally brake checked him.
Wait, is someone getting kicked then?
Yeah, Sliced. You literally brake checked Pan Am on lap
Yeah,
1.
sliced, yeah.
Oh, Matt, please. Again.
Are we just all blaming Slice for something? I'm fully up for it if we are.
Did you not see that
No.
one? He literally brake checked Banner.
Give someone else a chance to win.
Remember how funny it was when I
like
kicked
What
him?
is doing? What is Blake?
Review of the incident, what was said in the VC before that happened.
If a slot is free, I am Ever Express. No worries, but if you added me on, PlayStation,
Quite a while ago, to be fair.
thank you
For a
SAS.
slot.
Right, we're all ready to go.
It's been years. Only if we get this Porsche out of the way.
I'm missing another race, great.
Got him out of the way.
Well, sorry, Zach, you did decide to come half hour early or half hour late.
I didn't decide
No.
to.
You did.
No, I didn't.
I would have said that was a decision that you made.
I didn't
Go
decide
to
to.
that.
I was not in my house.
Chat, what do we think? Did Zach decide to turn up half an hour late?
No.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I'm gonna ask the.
You like ran the frame guy, like I've never.
Guys, this could be my 50th win.
Oh shit.
Straight line him.
But you won the last
Yes.
race again.
Straight line him.
Yeah, this could be his last 50th one.
Yes,
No,
right
He
on
won't.
Zach. He needs to get out the lobbies, to be fair.
I'm not in the lobby, you idiot.
Yeah, good.
He doesn't.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, then when I beat you, you'll be crying.
Yeah, mate.
There we are. There's a poll out in the chat. Let's find out whether Zach decided to be 30 minutes late or not.
I told you.
The options are: it's
With 10
did Zach decide to be
Amazing
30 minutes late? Yes, he decided.
No,
or
someone
no,
else didn't
someone
decide.
else decided.
I couldn't make it.
Can we also put in the chat who knows Zach? Yes, like,
What is this tomfoolery?
'cause I don't think anybody.
I'm
actually
not.
knows
Zach, it is not looking good for you right now. We've had 10 resounding yeses. Zach, just leave.
Well, nobody actually knows who he is.
I think he might.
I'm full. Right, that's entirely your fault, SAS. Oh, hang on. One person has voted no.
It was probably him.
Yeah, Zach has voted no. Zach, you stand for 7% of a say here.
Who the hell just joined the voice chat?
I have
Maybe
no
I'll
idea.
I wonder, mate. Who the hell are you?
I did not.
hell
Sorry,
are you?
Blaze. I'm gonna have to have a look afterwards.
Matt, there's a
I'm more
hacker.
relevant than you, shut up.
Did you say there's a
Why am I gonna go
hacker?
first?
Who's a
There's a
hacker?
hack- I don't know. There's some weird Donny in the.
Oh, you mean Sutton?
Oh, he's gone. No.
Ah.
The hacker's gone. He just left.
Who were you on about? I didn't even see.
It's fine. It's the problem's your fault.
You spin me out, you do.
Oh, no,
I
he's back.
swear.
He's back.
if that
Oh,
was
is
me,
Zach?
then,
Oh no,
I swear
SAS
to
was
God,
saying that you were a
kicked me
hacker.
then.
Okay, good.
Right,
He's
stop.
gone.
Right, stop messing with him now. Stop messing with him now. Stop messing now. Come on.
We're safe now. We're safe.
Come on now. We're all friends here, gents. We're all friends here. Let's leave it at that.
I don't know the guy is. I can
Simmer down.
I'm not friends with Zach. I don't even know who the bloke is, to be fair.
No, actually, we hate each other.
I would like it if you all behaved. Zach, I'm advocating for you here, mate.
Who were it?
I have no idea.
Who were it?
Oh, here's my DHL.
Oh, there you are, Zach. You actually decided 6% of that vote. 93% of the stream said yes. You decided to be late.
What the hell?
Not this again, guys.
Who were it?
Can we stop now, fellas? I mean, there's literally a race going on here.
It's actually
What
quality, but because it's the
What in
outlap,
the
it is a
chicken
race.
pen are you talking about? I was eating.
No, honestly, I feel sorry for everyone who's SAS. I specifically pointed you out in the first race and said that that is not allowed.
How would I? Okay.
There we go.
So I don't know how that's...
I'm going to allow it because no, that was naughty. I am not going to make a full-blown race, lobby-wide rule about the grass penalty technique because you are the only person who does it. I'm just going to single out you. Stop doing it.
He's the only one that's been caught so far.
No, don't say things like that because now it makes me feel like I need to bring the penalty in for it.
Well, no, you kind of need to just make it obvious that that's a rule, because I did not even know that.
Okay, well, it's pretty obvious as of now, it's a rule. We are going to have to make it an official rule of the lobbies, aren't we? No grass penalty advantage giving.
I don't know why.
Bit of carnage from turn 1 here. I do feel sorry for all of you fellas that are racing and have to like have the driver chat on constant. Because if it's arguments like that throughout the whole thing, it must be so hard to concentrate.
Well, it's actually funny.
It's funny.
Yeah,
Zach keeps getting kicked by someone, and he hasn't actually figured out who it is yet.
I'll just keep kicking
that's
people
probably,
then.
That's probably me, to be fair. I am kicking.
It's funny cat.
I know I see.
Oh, it's AJ. Hello, sir.
I wonder who it is.
It's got right. It's definitely. It's going to be Pan Am.
Users from voice.
Ah, the logs. The logs has grasped Pan Am up.
Wait, who are the two?
I knew it was Pano.
It was probably Zach times 2.
Panam's actually just my alt account, guys. So just leave.
Yeah, that's true. I also changed my voice depending on what account I'm on.
I can confirm.
Oh, that was
She's
not
on
you
the way
guys.
back from work, I'd imagine.
Well, that was my main.
How many times did you try to call?
Oh, did you get timed out?
Sorry, I'm having some contacts. Or someone's phoning me. Say someone, it's my mother, but
Guys, where's your 46?
I'm starting from the rear.
ring me what? Ring me fucker.
And
Yeah.
46s are like world records, so no.
No, it's back.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Smells like blue cheese.
What?
I'm
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
can't really though, can
Hey, what did you just say there?
I? Hang on.
Whoever, what, did someone kick you?
Yeah, I wonder if it was.
Whoever kicked me smells like blue cheese. What the
Well, I can't think the other one was match streaming.
What?
Oh,
Wow. Corvette.
that sandwich.
Is it a Trackhouse Corvette?
Yes.
It's a car.
That Trackhouse Aprilia, not
Right.
Trackhouse Nasta.
Oh, Orion's backwards. That's not good.
That's good. That's pretty good.
So far, though, I mean, halfway through the qualifying, it's looking good for D-Locks with a 150.4.
Yeah, my lap on my main was not good.
Pan Am in the Freedom Vet.
Can you just go to bed already?
Trackhouse. I'm in the Trackhouse there.
You should go to bed already.
Are you forcing bedtime on people, Zach, just so you can join?
No, Panam's bedtime normally
I
happens
don't
around
have
now.
that time.
No, he's in. You've finished school now, haven't you? Pan Am, you've finished school now, haven't you?
Holidays.
What else
Yeah,
can I
yes.
do then?
149.8 for SAS.
Joel,
Yeah.
Finally a good lap.
it'd be really unfortunate if your PlayStation just decided it didn't want to work again.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Zach's trying to throw bad juju on people. You just see Zach now in his room just poking some voodoo dolls, hoping that some voodoo PlayStations.
I'm not that crazy. Oh, she's back.
Who the hell just spoke?
Sorry, who the hell just joined?
Who the hell is the guy?
I'm not having either one of you behaving like this, alright? We're either going to get on or we're not going to speak to each other, alright? None of this arguing, we all know who each other are.
Matt.
I actually don't know who he is, to be fair.
Matt, don't worry, I can sort this situation out in 2 seconds.
I'm gonna get hacked again, guys.
Matt, are you ready for the situation to be solved?
Yo, Matt mentioned the Pan Am 103 bombing. What? Why? Why?
That was over Lockerbie in 1980.
We should actually bring that up.
Oh, so Pan Am does know something about it. Yeah.
Serious
Of
thing
course.
that we need to talk about. It is a bit of a serious topic that we do
It's
need
also
to
a bit political, and we probably shouldn't be doing this on YouTube.
No, let's not discuss politics, shall we?
What do we all think
Very
about Trump
political.
swearing?
I think Trump was fantastic. That was brilliant. You could tell he's really pissed.
Yeah.
What the bloke.
So what team are we all
I
on,
wish I
guys?
could race my Trump car.
I'm racing in a Freedom car.
Did you ask what side we're on?
Yeah, what teams are we all
The
on?
dark side.
We don't really get to pick
Dark
that.
He's going dog quick.
No, because, like, you kind of can.
Be very, very careful with what you say.
It would mean relocating, but yeah, I guess we could pick sides.
Yeah.
I am right for
I'm
relocating
not
to
from
whatever
Switzerland.
place.
You alright?
Honestly, at this early stage in on it, I'm not willing to place bets on sides. I don't really. I don't know.
I say US.
Oh,
This is one
I'm
of them.
just heavy
If we
with
keep
some-
going, I'm
just
gonna get
heavy
carried
with
away.
I'm French, you know.
As long as we're all careful about the language we use and the things we say, then I'm sure we can have slight discussions about it. But
This is where I stay quiet.
Yeah, fuck
That's 3
French.
rounds. Matt already has previous experience with my rants.
I mean, it's the current world happenings. I mean, not in game right now, obviously, but
It's very political, though.
As soon as Circuit Sun Choir is gone, then it's good.
Yes. Put money on this thing.
so are you asking for a virtual bombing of France?
Yes.
No, the
And
real
real one.
Roulette bombing, come on now.
I agree with
Well,
children.
Because if the real one's gone, the virtual one can't exist.
Personally, I think if
People are
France
French.
ever was to disappear and just become an ocean,
There aren't any
I would
people
like it to be
Would
called
be
the Gulf
amazing.
of Britain. I think that'd be great.
AJ, the problem is there is no good people in France.
But then the Netherlands can expand even more.
Oh, we're closing in on the final laps, and it's passing it over. We got TYRE in first, Deluxe in second, SS in third so far. How's that going to change though on the final lap?
To go to.
Who? Right, SAS, this will be
That's a big
your final
experience.
lap attempt, so I'll stay on board with you for it.
Be a shame if you went straight on a turn one.
Yeah, shut up, Zach.
I thought you didn't know who I were. That's crazy.
Don't know who the fuck you are, mate.
Just
Don't
said
know
my
what you're on about.
name.
Nah, I said, I was talking to my brother or something.
Oh yeah, Samuel Spencer.
Nah, that's me, mate. I'm glad you know who I am. I'm glad you're a fan.
I'm a fan of you. Oh yeah, okay.
SAS,
Apparently, you're not
I have a question. I'm hoping that the answer is... Yeah, it's
Let's
just...
go.
No, you are in manual, aren't you?
Nah, I drive auto, actually.
What
It
a
just,
weirdo.
it says auto on my thing, and I was just double checking. I've never, like,
It
paid
says
that
auto
much
for
attention.
everyone.
No, I know, that's what I
Yeah.
was checking. Before I
You don't
fully
have
like,
to change
committed to
gear.
asking. How would you
I
know if
go
you don't know
karting
who he
jeans.
is?
Because, like, I just can't be asked to change gears, to be fair.
That's them go-karting jeans kicking in.
Yeah, literally.
Shouldn't really be wearing
Good luck,
jeans while
change gear.
go-karting.
SAS.
I messed my quali up so bad, so it's going to suck running mid-pack. Well, it is what it is.
Right, yes. Do you know what you should do?
Sounds like a skill issue.
You know what you should
Troy
do?
are currently on P1.
Somebody talking.
Yes.
No.
No.
You should get the you should get the F1 game and see what happens.
I've got an old F1 game. I've got like F1
Which one?
22 or something. Wait, let me quickly go on my own screen and check.
I'll
I would-
reinstall it.
F1
I
Don't
would
watch you
absolutely
cry.
cry if SAS
you only
beat
have
Zach
to-
Hey,
around
I
it.
beat Zach before an F1, to be honest.
It may or may not have been his first race on the game.
Yes, it may or may
Yeah,
not
but
have been
it
my
still
first
counts
ever
as a
race
win.
on a game that I have never played.
I beat you by 2 seconds.
Yeah, because you're probably bum sweating it 2 weeks before.
He was. I can confirm.
Zach, I bet you know all about bum sweat.
JHS, where are you? Oh, 13th. Ironic. Do you know what? You qualify 13th a lot.
Yeah, because he's slow.
You're all so nasty. He's not slow. He's just not the fastest in
no.
Grid 3s.
No. It's
He has 4
constructive
seconds off.
criticism.
Yes,
It's harsh, but-
Yo, Matt also mentioned that
Can you just
the
put that
Pan
on
Am
track
was a
again?
747. Well, his name is Pan Am 747, so I guess he's aware
No,
of
that's
that.
crazy.
I'm
A
just,
game I never played. Zach, they
I'm
don't change
goated.
anything in the
14.
F1 games.
Padam, you need to change
you
your
want
name
to
to
Blaze, you're welcome to.
757.
I can, bro.
So then, Troy in first, Deluxe in second, SAS in third, Panam fourth, Jovo fifth, Webby sixth, Orion seventh, Blaze in eighth,
I cannot hear you, bro.
Sutton in ninth, IT in 10th,
What's it?
Doorstop in 11th, Matt in 12th, 13th for JHS 13, 14th is Sliced, and then Heaven 95 in
I said
15th.
Panam.
No time set though for Sliced and Heaven.
Yeah.
It looks like he set his best time there, to be fair.
It was a
Right
bunch of
then,
lines,
8
okay.
laps here at Monza.
Everybody's gonna get killed first corner.
Hopefully
Yeah,
not.
let's try that.
Hopefully we can have. We've had it once and it was a rare occasion, but I'm hoping we can have another first clean corner.
It's just red line.
JHS was not in the lobby when it happened, so we'll see.
Why not?
It's
Right, so it's just me and you now, stream. Here we are then, lined up at Monza for 8 laps. We've got our pit stop strategy in place as well, so we'll have to see the drivers switch from their racing softs over to their mediums, or from their mediums, of course, to their softs. All on the brakes, and away they go. A few people late to launch, one of which being SAS there. Jolvo seeing him get a lightning start in the AMG, pushing him all the way up to second place, potentially even looking for first place here. Yes, he is. He enters the first corner here at Monza in first place, tying which with Panam. Whoa! What happened there? It was not a clean first corner. Someone was sideways before the start of the corner. I think it might have even been SAS or Sliced, one of the two. I think it might have been SAS. And I'm not too sure why or what's happened there. We'll have to go back and have a look and see if we can. Indeed, that's not good. In fact, yes. Yes, I will report that. Because that was done.
one time I'm leaving.
Hello.
Oh, hi,
No,
you're back.
seriously,
How
come
you
on.
doing, mate?
There you go.
Should we do that again then?
Yeah.
The one
Yeah.
time I'm leading a race.
Wait, your PlayStation crashed.
No. Gran Turismo did.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know what happened there entirely. I don't know how the lobby's still there. I'm certainly not in the game.
It's not.
Don't let
Oh, no,
Zach
it's
in the
a
lobby,
visual
guys. Don't let Zach in the lobby.
Yeah, don't let Zach.
Why, could you just get him in a beat you?
No, just nobody really knows who you are, mate.
Yeah, GT has decided that it didn't want it.
Who's that?
You're a bit of a random, to be fair. Oh, he's gone. That's good, finally. Kick him 3 seconds.
Right, so we're
before
back
the
in.
lobby opens, 'cause that way then, like, he'll think about that and then not.
Whoa.
Panam, I hate you.
I don't know.
Which car would taste better? An Audi R8 LMS Evo or an M6 GT3 Endurance?
What?
It depends what they're made out of, really. I mean, I don't think either would taste taste better than, say, actual food. But
They would.
Because if you actually think about
There
it,
would, yeah.
well, that brings me.
you can
Think of the
actually
calories.
picture taste.
No. It's a scientific fact that no matter what you look at, you will know what it feels like to lick. Just look at any item and you'll know in your head what it feels like to lick without licking it.
That's so fucking weird to say. Come on.
It is, but
Think
it's
about
true.
Matt.
he's got told off.
Okay, guys.
What was just mentioned about my mother by SAS of all people, actually. You've got a very distinctive voice, Mr. Samuel. Server mute him. There we are.
No, just disconnecting from call.
No, server mute him, so you still hear us. We don't have to hear him anymore, which is, I guess, a good thing in its own right. Who unmuted him? Keep him unmute.
I didn't.
What? You can unmute yourself, SAS?
No, he's muted.
Yeah,
No, I
can
can't.
actually.
Not if you server mute him.
I don't
I
know.
can just unmute myself.
What roles has this man got?
Wait, what?
I literally just press unmute and then I'm unmuted.
Oh, mad. Loophole, fair enough. There we are. So my authority... That's one way to deal with it, just remove him from the call entirely, fair enough.
Finger slipped.
Hey, well, yeah, and say just according to Discord and PlayStation, my authority means nothing, so that's nice to know.
I did a U and I did a U, what you did to slides, but it
Yeah, real
definitely
mature,
didn't mean
man,
it.
Real mature.
Real mature.
Rudimental.
Right, okay, so we're just going to run it again then
Right,
from
music.
Monza. We're not going to run a qualifying, let's just get everyone in. So, guys, the lobby is back up now. Of course, it's still on open lobby rules, so If you find a space, you find a space, I guess. And unfortunately,
guess
to
you like
those that were in
music.
earlier and the lobby dropped out, I'm so sorry for those that that
You love
happened
music,
for.
good. Oh, he's in a music call, cool.
Did you move him to music?
Well, that's
What's
what
the
music
what's the
we
need
said,
in
yeah.
that? Right, so Troyer, IT, M Haven. Well, I keep calling him M Haven. It's M Heaven. So
I don't care what you say, I'm using like
Oscar
Sliced, Troyer, Zach, IT, Matt Webby, Matt Haven, Matt Hayes, Panam, SAS, Deluxe, Jolvo, JHS, Blaze, Oscar Piastri, Sutton. Who's Oscar Piastri? Who's missing? Yeah, who's missing? It's JHS again.
Unlucky Zach.
No, he's.
Oh no, hey, JHS is here. No, Zach's in as well.
I'm in the lobby, but it's a black screen.
Oh, yes, of course! Amaru's Oscar Piastri. Hello, welcome back. For some reason, I associated your name with an Australian flag. I'm not too sure why, but that's who I was looking for when I see your name. But, no, welcome back, of course.
I was in
There we are. Right, everyone's in. Jump in. Come on. Let's get ourselves entered in, and we'll get race number 3 underway. Yeah, race number 3.
Wait.
Christ, it's 9 o'clock, and we're only on race number 3. Oh! Matt Heaven's left. How come Matt Heaven has left? Sutton has left. Sutton is back. Ah, he did press the left button.
Panam, what do you want?
Why so
You-
quiet, Zach?
Whoa, boss.
Can we all just get along now, please?
SAS.
I'm in
You
Alexis,
put
get a
SAS
grip.
into the... Zach, you put SAS into the music channel. You deserve to be put there as well.
No, I don't.
They can both go in there and listen to some
Yeah.
nice
Yeah,
music.
Pam's joining me as well.
No.
Yeah.
Why do we even have that channel?
My finger's hovering. He made
I
it.
don't know.
Panam made it.
Yeah,
JHS, why do I have a bad reputation here?
Matt, do you like the
Was JHS, was that a serious question?
I'm not. Matt.
Put me
Yes.
when you're alone.
Matt.
I've answered you, yes.
Did
Hello.
you have my new livery on my Ferrari?
No,
On the Rari.
I changed it.
Yeah, we're not going yet, mate, don't worry.
that's not a word, mate.
It's not yellow.
Ooh, it is not. It is white. DHL rebrand.
Yeah.
So JHS wants the voice chat to answer, and the voice chat specifically on this one. So the question is, why do I have a bad reputation here?
Because you suck.
Brake checked me.
Sutton, why are you going backwards?
I don't know.
Can you please stop doing that,
Maybe.
if at all possible? On. What's that about, innit?
Panam, I hate you.
Sutton going for fastest reverse lap.
Panam, I hate you.
I swear I didn't do anything. Look in the logs, bro.
I don't believe
JHS has improved a lot, and he is actually very fast in the open wheel sector.
it. He just keeps crashing.
Who are we waiting for then?
What?
We're just waiting for Mr. Heaven.
Zach, look in your Discord DMs.
Okay, one sec. I'm driving a Ferrari, you know.
Well, you're not really. You sat in your room.
No, I'm driving a
Spatula
Ferrari.
Spatula just moved the user to stream chat. What?
2 or 3 races left,
what?
Dash. We keep having difficulties though. We keep running into problems.
Wait, did Spat just delete me off the call?
Well, it's Spatula doing it.
Spatula.
Can you imagine a man from the sides?
Spatula moved someone to stream chat. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
he put Zach to stream chat.
So Spatula, without actually knowing what's going on, messing with Zach.
How
Nice.
is this fair?
It's not.
Where?
Bro, no
I
one
don't
knows
think
who he is
that, man.
anyway.
Guys, we need to push the tree as well. We've dropped out of the top 10,000 in the world.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh, I've just realised the Discord link. I haven't put it in the chat this entire time. Yeah, I'm stupid.
I mean,
Bloody
you're
hell,
not
that
wrong.
sounded like Shaun the Sheep there, mate.
Last wave.
It's a nice way of just calling me Welsh, mate. Yeah, cheers.
Oh god.
Last we should do a tandem drift.
Welsh and sheep don't go too
We're
well.
starting in the rear pan.
Room saying full. It shouldn't do, unless someone else is trying to connect to it at the same time that he is. I don't know what to tell you, but there is definitely one space from what we can see. Restart game. Oh, we haven't. I don't know. Problem is that we haven't really got time to wait for a full restart for him.
Just start. Just start, but he figures.
Oh, hang on. Oh no,
Bro,
back
I
go.
got hit by Droll, bro. What the fuck?
Finally, after many weeks of working, I get to use DJ's livery in an RDRS.
Wow.
I could be using
That's
my
so cool.
pan port that he made. But,
No, unfortunately I can't out there and say if Baco's joined, I'll let him know about the stream. He could potentially just leave from that. I don't know, we'll see. But if not and he stays, then unfortunately, open lobby rules, I can't do anything about it. Just waiting to see if he can actually connect. But if not, there could still be a chance for Heaven to join. I'm only waiting for him because he has been with us all night, so it's only fair. There we are. Baco can't
who
join.
moved Zach?
Do you mean to set, of course, obviously the PlayStation edition or on PC? Silly up
Bro,
here.
who boot me from the call again? I'm actually getting
Oh, can we
mental.
stop? Can we stop booting people from the call, please?
No.
But I swear to God.
Fair enough.
Unlucky.
Path K23. Is he Indian? Is that Indian or is that Iran?
Bloody American.
That is India.
That's Indian. Yeah.
I
How
don't
you
anyone
don't know
from
what
Iran
India
would be on
was.
this game right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. They're not that. I mean, they're meant to be in a ceasefire. That hasn't gone very well, but
Boy.
Oh,
They got introduced to a Freedom Dorito.
me versus a random
Yeah.
player. Christ.
They were missing pixels in the sky.
What was that? Right, so Path K can't connect either. Is this final spot just cursed or something?
My game's
Yes.
frozen, guy. Is that just me?
I think
Yes.
it's just you, yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
what a shame.
Yeah, you're just rolling backwards from a barrier. I'm guessing that's not where you are on your screen.
No,
Oh,
I'm
there we
doing
go.
90
Whoa.
miles an hour on my screen.
SES died. Oh no, what a shame.
Whoa!
The hell is going on your screen, man?
Oh, aha! Aha! There we are, we're back. Oh, I didn't like that. Let's not do that again.
Why?
What?
Turning me
What means
British.
that?
Start the
I'm
bloody
driving a
race.
Cunt.
Oh,
Oh!
look who joined.
Oh.
Wonderful.
Oh no, I tried!
No. Get JJ something.
Oh, that's just, no, he's probably not going to stay in anyway.
The duo of the century.
What a comeback win in baseball. What?
Nobody wants to well.
What has that got to do with Gran Turismo?
Oh my God, I'm inside Java.
And pause.
Right.
What?
Oh no, it doesn't let me. I was. Welcome in, Danny C fan.
Let him race one race. If we let him, then.
Jovo, no, get Zach.
Who's Zach? Oh, DHL Zach Vroom Millimeter.
Bro, Matt, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't even be streaming. I brought all this up yesterday.
He has got a very valid point, yeah. He really pushed the stream. Oh, there you are. That. Did you hear that, Pan Am and Jova? It's nice to see you again.
Honestly,
Yeah, no.
no, I didn't. I wasn't watching.
Who else left? Because there's 15 people in now.
I'm doing donuts. Thanks for that slice.
Oh, yeah, SAS crashed, didn't he?
Well, I'm still in the game, I think.
You're not.
Am I not?
Not on my screen now.
No,
No,
you're
you
not.
left.
Then I need to close my game. I was hoping I just sort of stayed on.
Can we just start for?
No, wait for me, wait for me, wait for me.
No.
No, we don't need to.
What we do?
Pig sliced.
No.
Yeah, kick slice.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Right,
but
the,
I'm
the
not
last the last space has now been taken.
No! No! You cannot do that.
El Pacheco.
Fuck did you just say?
I don't know, but just for the stream's benefit, Danny C fan's baseball game was cancelled due to heat, where he is in Canada. Does anyone care how hot, says Blaze? So clearly someone does, and it's Blaze.
Wait, he just missed both of us.
Go.
Oh, Jay just missed both of us.
Right, okay.
I'm about to punt JHS off.
Danny D.
Dude, it is clutching up.
No,
care.
Danny C. I
took
think
him out.
30 to 40 degrees.
Danny F.
That's pretty warm. It's like,
That's cold.
it's 30 degrees.
That's like 90 odd Fahrenheit. But anyway, here we are. Hang on. The lights are up. Everyone's on the brakes. There's a false start. Who's that for? That's Panam. As he manoeuvres that Corvette out of the way. It's not Panam in the Freedom Corvette. He's there. Who else had a Freedom Corvette? Is it Sliced? It is Sliced. Okay. Right then. So, turn 1 at Monza. Once again, Oscar Piastri on the inside. Straight into the side of Panam. And round he goes. Round Jolvo goes. There's a lot going on here. Oh gosh, D-Lox is round. That's not gone well for most of the grid, to be fair. Webby just nice and casually coming through in the Red Bull Viper towards the end. 5-second penalty for Matt in first place. What on earth happened turn 1? Renault behind hit me and then my game froze. Well, that's not good. JHS 13 is now leading the race after all that previous fire that he received from the rest of the community. JHS is now very much in control of the race. He's got Panam behind in the Freedom Corvette. Matt then in third, but of course that 5-second penalty is going to cause some serious upset to that grid ranking currently. Slice then in fifth, having recovered now from the back of the grid. I think it probably was quite easy to make his way through, actually, considering all the carnage that we saw in in the first couple of corners. Zach then in the DHL Hurricane, specially made livery for him by DJ. He's now coming through Ascari behind Sliced in 6th, having just made 5th place around Panam, who had a bit of a mare coming out to the other side. So you can see some connection issues for the grid, which is unfortunate. Ooh, I've just noticed we've gone up a sub back again as well. So thank you whoever that was. JHS though currently 2 seconds out in front in the Ferrari, in his Golden Buck Ferrari. Fair play, he could actually be on for a win here. Don't forget, lap 2 out of 8, still a lot into it. He's on the softs, he'll have to go to the mediums at some point during the race. But depending on when he does it, he could very well hold this race out here. We'll have to see. So, turn 1 for the second time then. Through cleanly for JHS, Troyer, Zach, Jolva with a 0.5 penalty. Blaze now in 5th, Matt 6th, IT behind in 7th in the Marlboro Renault. Webby in the Viper in 8th. Slice now just leaving the pit lane, followed there by Panam, Deluxe and Sutton as well. One and a half seconds gap then between first and second place. GS, I recognise that name, hello. Bit of a slide there out the box section for JHS, but able to keep himself running. Still a second and a half between himself and the Monster Energy RCF of Troyer. Zach in the DHL Hurricane. He's now in 3rd. Jolvo in 4th is still with that 0.5 penalty, but it won't cost him too badly. As Blaze has just been taken by Matt in 5th place. Now in his M6, but of course he's 4 seconds behind Jolvo, so that 0.5 won't cost him massively there, but it will drop him out of contention of that 3rd position, where he's currently looking at the back of Zach. So the gap seems pretty even then from 1st, 2nd down to 3rd. About 2 second or so gap now between Zach and Jolvo in 4th, and then 4.5 seconds back is Blaze in 5th, IT in 6th, and Webby in 7th. 6 seconds back then, we've got Matt in 8th, Sliced in 9th, about to make the move around. Yes, I'm in, welcome in. JHS says, guys, let me win this. I can't promise that, but mate, hopefully you do. Sliced just making the move around Matt in the M6 there, through Parabolica. Fellow Canadian took me out. Well, that is a shame. If it was IT in the Renault, I'm terribly sorry on his behalf. That was very naughty of him. Hopefully you can reconnect at some point, though. So JHS now with a bit of heat on his tail. 0.4 out is Troyer in the RCF, really starting to hunt him down. Let's jump on board then with Troyer. Oh, JHS through the box section, runs himself wide, and Troyer slips himself up into the lead of the race. JHS now is going to have to look for just a mighty exit through Ascari if he has any hopes now of making it back into first place. So let's see, how can JHS attack the RCF through Ascari here? Flick it back and forth between the onboard and the theatrical camera. And there is some cinema for you. JHS slips on the exit of Ascari, putting himself right into the danger zone of Zach in that Hurricane. Zach makes his way past in second place. Onto the inside then for Parabolica. He's now chasing down Troyer in first place. Troyer is 0.7 ahead, now 0.8. Almost a second ahead for Troyer. Really starting to run away with that lead advantage so far. JHS, he is 0.5 out behind Zach now in third place. He's got Jolvo a second and a half out behind in the AMG. So he's definitely got to keep his concentration and his wits about him now. JHS, though, puts a little bit of a move on Zach going into the first corner. Zach doesn't fall for it, sticks to his line. Decent exit there at the first chicane, and he stays ahead of JHS. Jolvo still 1.6 out. Blaze 6.5 seconds back. Why is it that I've never understood what Sabai means until right now in this context, to which Pan Am has just delightfully told us. I'm not saying what it means on the stream, but I've just figured it out. It's taken me long enough. I've just sort of gone with it every time I've seen it. Other than that,
What have you figured out?
what Sabai means.
Oh, I don't even know what
JHS, he has a big fumble there in the Ferrari. He's now down in fourth. Jolvo takes his third place on the podium. JHS, yeah, he's just been now closed in on by Blaze, but Blaze has got hassle behind in the form of IT and Webby. Webby's got a second penalty, so there won't be much contention from him for the places up ahead. Who knows though as the race develops? Slice then in 8th with Pan Am in 9th. These two, of course, I think have now pitted. Pan Am, why are you on the hazard? Oh, there we are. Just confirming the thought. So then, Matt in the M6. Gorgeous livery on that too. Just got a 0.5 penalty. To add to his large collection of penalties, actually, this race so far. You just apologise. Troyer in the pits then in third. My lobby is broken. Fantastic. I'm so glad to hear that. That does nothing but help me here. So, Zach then, in first place. He's got Jolvo on the outside of him heading into the first chicane. Can't do much with it. Are you down for my lobbies that we friends? No. Zach's still holding first place. Jolvo with a 0.5 penalty in second. Just still holding contention for it, though. That 0.5 will drop him out of the immediate running. Of course, if a mistake, though, comes from the Hurricane of Zach, then that will change itself back around. So far, though, Jolvo's just got to keep piling that pressure on to stay right with Zach when he comes across the penalty line. Fair bit of loss here on this track, I would say, compared to other tracks. Oh, Matt's just disconnected. What is going on with my lobby? It is cursed tonight, isn't it? We've got disconnections, issues all round. We haven't been able to actually get a decent, clean set of races out. There's been an issue after every race. It's literally been every single race.
I think the issue is Zach.
Yeah, let's just blame Zach for everything.
Yeah.
So then, the man taking blame is Zach, who now enters Ascari here in first place on lap 5 out of 8. Jolvo in tow with that 0.5 still above his head. Yeah. Polyphony Digital slacking hardcore. I completely agree with you, mate, and say they definitely need to sort something out, don't they? It has just been getting worse since the updates have been going on, as I've noticed. Now, I don't know whether that's an answer to more, whether the answer to that, is more, more players coming online and using the servers. I don't know, but I wouldn't have thought, I'd have thought that they'd have at least stress tested these servers to see that they could handle the larger loads of people, but, yeah, it's not looking good.
I think it's Polyphony, I think it's just Zach.
Okay, so yeah, nothing to do with Polyphony Digital, the creators of the game then. Just Zach, a man who plays them.
Just
Yeah, just Zach. So Zach, though, is currently 2 seconds out in front of Jolvo. Jolvo having served the penalty. A little bit of time loss there as well. But yeah, he's just sort of finding himself back into the race again, settling back into his pace, and hopefully then he can potentially stick something to Zach as the race goes on. The lobby has an error. I hope not. Anyone not playing Span the Reactions thing? I think there's a few people not playing it, but if you're playing it, they'll make crack on. I'm not going to stop it. So, JHS now back on the podium in 3rd place, of course, with the earlier wobbles. Still yet to pit, though, I'm sure. Slice now up in 4th, Blaze in 5th, Troyer in 6th, Panamth in 7th. I was about to say Panamth, but it's not, it's Panam in 7th. Deluxe in 8th. Matt Hayes has left the room again. What's happening here? IT in 9th and Webby in 10th. Webby then is the last of the runners then in the Red Bull Viper. What is happening with the lobby? We're only going to be able to run 5 races tonight. I think we've had way too many interruptions for us to be able to run the whole thing. Especially time-wise. So, yeah, we'll run 5 races tonight.
better be doing that Nürburgring.
Well, is this race... This is race 4, isn't it? No, 3. Is this race 3? Yeah, we've had Watkins Glen. Then we had Seaside.
Yep.
So, yes, this is race 3. Yeah. Unexpected error when rejoining. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on. If I'm honest, I think, yeah, it might even... Yeah, I'm going to go for a full lobby reset once this race finishes anyway. But Zach in the pits. Jolvo now operates in the front of the race. He's still on the softs, though he will need to pit. Sliced in 2nd. Troyer in 3rd. Zach in 4th. Now coming out of the pits. Panam, though, having not pitted. Looking to go round Zach, but can't quite make it round before the first chicane. So Zach in 4th and Panam in 5th. Deluxe in 6th. JHS now out of the pits in 7th. Blaze 8th. However, Webby will take that position heading into the first chicane. Oh, it's a tussle for it! Webby runs wide. The contact with Blaze coming out of the pits. That's unfortunate. Blaze tears off. IT does too, and Webby now falls down to 10th. That is unfortunate from Webby. There was contact from Blaze there coming out of the pits. Blaze, though, very valiantly waits there for Webby to come through. What am I doing here now? Oh, we're doing something. Andrew Walker has subbed to the channel half an hour ago. Thank you very much, Andrew Walker, if you're still watching. Muchas appreciations.
Yeah, no worries.
I mean, as your name is Sam, I wouldn't have thought that that was you, but never mind. I'll take the thanks either way. Ah, okay. Español, bat. Mateos. So, Jolvo into the pits from first. Slice having already pitted, I believe. He takes first place provisionally. Troyer, he will also pass Jolvo in the pits. There he goes, 2nd place. Zach, will Zach take his podium spot back? He's under fire from Panam. I'm not too sure as of yet. Yes, he will. Just makes it around Jolvo on the pit exit. Jolvo, though, will slot in front of Deluxe now into the first chicane. Final lap then here at Monza. This is where it all comes down to. Currently it is Sliced Bread in first place, Troyer in 2nd, Panam 3rd, Zach 4th, Jolvo 5th, Deluxe 6th. But as we can see, with the grid members who are very close together, there is still plenty more action left on the table for this race. I believe we've got 2 more races to run then after this one. And then we'll be calling it, just because of the time, I don't want it to run too late. And of course we have got that spectacular final race to include as well. Who just straight-lined it? Did someone just straight-line? I could have sworn someone just straight-lined. Oh, it was Zach. There we are. So Zach has entered a barrier. I think Zach's probably about to leave, though. I think he's disconnected in the exact same way you did, SAS. Yep, Zach's disconnected. That is a shame.
I just blamed him.
Well, the blame's paid out. That is a shame. But Sliced is approaching Parabolica in first place in the Freedom Corvette for what would be the third time this evening that Sliced has now won the race. So yeah, guys, in case you didn't know already, Sliced is rather fast.
I literally won the second race.
First place then for Sliced. Second place for the Monster Energy RCF of Troya. Panam in third, also in the Freedom Corvette. It's a 1-3 for the American brand. D-Lox in fourth. Jolvo in fifth. JHS in the home nation Ferrari, but obviously Golden Buck South Africa livery. He comes sixth. Webby in seventh in the Red Bull Viper. Blaze in eighth, and Blaze goes to ninth with IT going eighth and just pipping it due to a second penalty there. But yeah, I'm not too sure what's happening with the racing, fellas, and obviously with the lobbies. I do apologise, it's rough. No, I know, and say, as you can see, we did start with a full, nearly full grid, but yeah, full DNFs throughout the race, as well as loads of people having connection issues. So that is a shame. But anyway, we are just going... Yeah, I know a lot, so we're going to quit out the lobby. I think what I might do quickly is just give Gran Turismo a full-blown restart. Just because, yeah, it may be... Hang on. We're back on ASMR mode, boys. Yeah.
You only have 1,300 hours on Gran Turismo.
I have no
Those are
idea.
lucky numbers.
They are a bit, aren't they?
I have 420.
So yeah, we're just loading it all back up, and then we'll see where we go with the lobbies.
Oh, well done.
SAS speaks 2 languages. It's English and French.
I thought it was English and bollocks, but
Can you speak some French for us?
English and Japanese.
Like, it would be ideal if like Troy joined so I can actually speak French to someone, but just speak French for themselves.
You have 1 shared media. Let's watch this. Yeah.
I was shit.
It's
Righto. Let's get it back up.
3.5 hours.
Did y'all see the picture I sent where I'm sideways
It's me in a
on?
what?
I have not seen that yet, Blaze. No.
Oh, it's that. Yeah.
Hang on, guys.
You were in that as well, mate. You featured in that little montage.
I was.
Or is it that nub race?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Although we are not in there, we were in a different lobby.
Check my... Wait, can you see the hours on my games?
Yeah. 2,319.
I know.
Dude, that's more than me.
GHG beats PHG.
Check my GTA though. Those are 2 different like those
2,403. I have
Yeah.
2,400 and
61.
another 2,400.
Yeah, cause well, I've got 5,000 on GTA alone, and then another 2,300 on Gran Turismo.
Jesus.
N24. No, not Spa.
Because
N24.
I've got 2,461.
Sorry, my mic was still muted when I was talking there, fellas. But yeah, I'm explaining. So now there was a call for Nürburgring. Hang on.
I'll always agree with Nib. You kind of know that already, though.
Right. So we had Spa 24 hours layout as that was meant to be the setup towards the final races. Yeah, so realistically, we could potentially just run the shorter version of both, or if you would like Nürburgring, we could run a longer Nürburgring.
Longer Nürburgring.
No.
Do 3 hours of Nürburgring, please.
I think we should do Daytona Road Course. Sounds fun.
We should do Daytona, Milton Keynes, or Sandow Park. One of the
Why? Because I'm a go-karter.
I think we should do something that all of us are bad at.
Autopolis.
No.
we all know who's going to win regardless, so it don't matter.
Kyoto Yamagiwa. No, Miyabi.
Right, okay, so there are now 2 options out in a poll, guys, so make sure you jump in there and check your vote in. So we've got one long Nürburgring 24 with rain, one short spa short or Nürburgring 24 hour with rain.
Is it going to be with rain, but it's going to rain not enough, so it's going to be inters instead of wets?
Well, I don't know, we did some testing earlier and inters were not enough for halfway, like, once the rain initially started.
Oh yeah, because last time it worked really well.
Well, let's just do like 4 laps of torrential rain.
Well, this is what I was thinking. Is I will up the laps, so we could even potentially do, say,
10 laps.
No, fuck off. I'm not doing 10 laps.
200.
Monza first chicane cheeks.
But can we just not do rain? Because then it means like my M6 is unusable.
Unfortunately, not. No, rain is included.
Let's really like from start to finish torrential rain. That's very nice.
Yes.
Joel vote, as I previously said earlier in the admins, no.
Yes.
But why?
No. Right, I'm just waiting for this. I'm just waiting for this poll to finish up. We've got 11 votes. So I can see 15 of us are in here though, so we've just got 4 more votes to go. And I would normally just call it earlier, but I can see that it's rather close, so I don't want to leave it without giving it a fair shot.
I think you can just call it, mate, to be fair.
Well, it's looking 55-45. This is what I mean. It's 58-42.
So yeah, it's actually going only one way when you actually think about it.
Vote for start to finish torrential rain. No.
Look, if we're gonna do rain, can we either do like start to finish or just no rain? Like.
Right, we've had 12 votes in. It's 58% for one long Nürburgring 24 hour with rain. So I think that is fair to say that's what we're doing.
Like one full rain race.
Just reminding everyone there's a poll in the comments of the chat, so make sure that you go in and register your vote. 12 votes have been entered, now 13, 62% looking for one long Nürburgring 24 hour.
With rain.
With rain.
Got to add the rain just to be sure.
So do we do 5 laps then of Nürburgring 24 hour with no qualifier for obvious reasons, because that was going to take the mick.
And start finish torrential rain, yes. No rain like
Start him in the back.
and don't forget the start finish torrential rain.
Isn't this like a 50-minute race?
Can we do start to finish?
It's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes, so it's going to be just over half. No, it's not going to be an hour and a half. It's going to be just over half an hour.
40 minutes.
So what are we thinking now in terms of the variable time? If it's going to be on 15, I think we should start early morning.
Day and night.
Whole thing on R9.
Do the whole thing in like torrential rain.
The whole thing in torrential rain at night with no hood.
Torrential rain.
Please,
Hood turned off. Torrential rain.
Misty, cloudless, and sunny.
No,
Rain to start to finish.
do the whole thing, rain to finish.
Sorry.
Everybody's saying it.
Right. Okay.
Get a poll.
Matt.
Okay. No. I'm doing a poll. We shall use the polls.
Rain.
GT1s do not belong on the
Democracy.
Right. It is rain setup is the poll. We have got 2 options.
You know what we should do? Oh god, no.
There is no F Martin Juke, very now. I go for
No, what we should do is rain, midnight, no hood. Whoa.
Boring.
It's hell.
Shut up. Unlucky Zach.
I did not ask for your opinion.
Unlucky Zach.
I did not ask for your opinion.
Right. So the next poll is out. Before my fucking thing flies off my desk, I swear to Christ, I'm gonna lose my shit. Right.
But there's more polls in this than there is in Parliament.
Yes. So at least we know that we're doing something democratic.
Don't think
I know.
polls in Parliament.
It's the same thing, yeah.
I mean, 6 votes straight in. It's 8 votes now. It's a dead 50-50. This is what I mean. See, we can't just go straight off what you guys say. But well, if rain through the whole race is what the stream wants, then rain through the whole race is what the stream gets.
Wait, did we all vote rain at the whole race?
We want some strategy in the race with a bit of chaos.
Well, this is what I was thinking. I thought a little bit of dryness, a little bit of wet, you know.
Just
You're in charge.
lots of rain, please.
I mean, you are Donald Trump on the Discord server, so you could just pull a U-turn and just go,
Use an
my
executive
decision.
order.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing Brands Hatch now.
In
I'm
G7.
down, guys. I'm down.
You're going to put tariffs on all of
Oh, I
us.
mean, looking at it, 67% of the votes with 15 votes in. Only
you should
two
put
more
tariff on everyone
votes,
that does that.
according to my stats, only 2 more votes out there still waiting
Guys,
to
vote
be
on your alt.
used. So we've got... Don't vote on your alts, that's cheating.
Matt, you're going to call the
Um,
Nürburgring the Circuit
so-
of Americas.
No, we are not. The circuit of the Germans.
Yeah.
Circuit of the Brits.
The Reich circuit.
Oh, God.
No.
And we've gone too far, right, okay.
Stay monetized.
Right then, so let's jump that poll off then. There we go. 62% want rain throughout the whole race.
Is it going to be into
Now it's just quickly to decide the... I think we should start with a bit of light drizzle.
No,
RO1.
There won't be
That's
anything.
literally
RO1.
That's literally
Try.
said rain the whole way through. Just do heavy RO8
Circuit of
the
the,
whole way.
No, we can't do...
Oh, wait.
the
No,
land.
That's
right,
literally
RO1, RO4, it's getting heavier, alright?
RO1 isn't even rain.
No.
That's
So
literally
we're starting
mist.
dry and then getting wet.
RO1 is
Trevor.
literally mist.
Just go west.
Circuit of the land.
Matt, RO1 is literally mist.
Right, well, it's going to be 2 blocks of RO8.
RO8. No.
Keep it at 8.
8.
You just want RO8, you just want it dead, you just want it absolutely...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Matt, you
7
can
and 8 are
use,
the same.
Matt, you can use the right and left to go down quicker.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Hold down the right arrow when you scroll. Or not.
What? Hold on the right... What are you on about?
That's
On your...
You
On
can
the
scroll
cross.
faster if you hold down the right arrow instead of the down.
Is it? Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
because it
Try it.
skips
Oh my god, that's so much quicker. I'm sorry I swore, but yeah.
What's your language?
I'm sorry. Alright, so it's
Apologise for
ROE.
swearing this one time when you haven't been doing it already.
Remove RO1, please. It's pointless.
Yes.
Remove our own.
Just
Put
pure
8.
RO8.
For 8.
Yes.
No, it could be RO4 because it'll still be raining.
Oh, I was gonna
You will still be on wet tyres. You will still be on wet tyres. I want to get heavier. Leave me alone. Right, okay, are we all ready?
RO8 is better, right?
Guys, which car should we all go?
5 laps, and this is the final race, fellas. 5 laps.
Mustang,
we should all
one
run the
make.
same car.
Trevor,
I say
Yeah.
They see a
Trevor
Sandero.
Grellegrino.
The Dacia Sandero GT3.
Oh God, no.
What a formidable motor it is.
No, I missed
Ah,
a
that's
refresh.
yellow
when
then.
I put it in.
That's yellow then.
Unlucky sliced.
Oh, I got in.
Amen.
Success.
Nice. Okay.
Great success.
I was first.
I got redemption to do.
Jolvo was in quick before you made.
Wait, turn off the tire mandatory.
Oh, yes.
Mate, how do you mess up the lobby section still after all that?
Shut
So
up.
is it going to
Alex.
start inters and then wet, or is it
No,
going
I'm
to?
gonna go wet, full.
And let's just do
What is the
RO8
rain
level.
like?
I really don't want to be weird. And go
Just let me know once we've all... let me know once everyone's in. And then I'll...
It's starting in inters, isn't it?
Rooms shouldn't be
Yeah,
glitched
that
anymore.
is the strat, Zach. Definitely do that.
What's the
We,
car of
we
choice?
already have Kevin Estra. And nobody copying it.
Oh,
I don't
Oh,
want to
dang,
be
I was
extra.
gonna
I
do
literally,
one
I
too.
literally wanted to put a Roe livery on this car, but I didn't have the time. I knew that the lobby was going to
SAS,
start too
come
quickly.
on, bro.
I said.
I literally wanted to go and put a
SAS,
Roe livery
please,
on
bro.
this.
Me and Jovo wanted to run Grello and Greeno. Come on, bro.
I wanted to
unlucky.
do the Kevin Estra Porsche. It's the only.
Unlucky.
If Matt
Matt,
lets me
kick
go and
SAS.
change my livery, I'll literally go and change it, but this is the only Porsche.
There is not going to be enough time for you to go and
See,
change the
yeah,
livery.
look, I have to.
I've told you I'll do it, but like Matt won't let me, so it's not me.
It's the only
If you
Porsche
got
I
them
have
M6.
to.
Wait.
Thank you for the sub, whoever that was. I just watched it go up. Thank you very much.
I got Falcon.
Muchas
If Matt would let me
gracias. You were
change
a
it, I'd
gangster.
change it, but
No,
he won't, so.
not
Why are
happening.
you in a Ferrari?
Because
GS. Do we recognise
You are
GS?
definitely
I
wrong,
recognise
there is only
GS.
one Grello on the Nordschleife.
Yeah, what's the
Besides,
car?
it's
Lamar
not
Hatton.
different, so.
because he can
Oh,
actually
well.
drive here.
Exactly. Sutton, get a new car, mate.
Lamar Hatton from the Netherlands.
And he
I
was
don't know
in
what
the
car
race
to pick.
before.
I don't have any other. Yeah.
Wait, is
I'm
Deluxe
driving
starting inters?
Greeno.
Some people are.
What car should I pick? 'Cause
Yeah, Inters are definitely the better strat here.
Yeah, for like
the
2 minutes.
Ferrari's not even good, to be honest.
Yeah, no, for the whole race, definitely.
Let me
Oh
try
shoot, we'll have
the
to pit.
Wait, do we?
Do we still have to pit?
No, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, no, there's
No.
no pit stops. I've taken the tyre strat off, so it's just go to the end
No, like
on the
for
fuel.
fuel.
Oh yeah, oh shit, tyres. I think tyre wear still might be on full. Yes, it is.
It doesn't matter. Tires don't wear at all.
Okay, that's fair enough.
And
I didn't
the
change
only thing I
anything.
The role better is I can literally speak French, guys. So Kevin Estre is literally
Language, I know,
good
sorry.
at the Nürburgring, and I can speak French. So
We forget.
I'm testing out the Ferrari real quick.
Wrong tires.
that's a good tire strat, mate.
Just
Let's
go
go.
You in a Ferrari?
comfort hard.
Hey, there's someone enters, you know.
Luke is not happy.
Guys, there's
because-
a tyre wall over here.
I saw that.
No, but right now,
Sutton, do you,
it's
do you
not
see the
even
tyre
anywhere
wall?
near wet.
It will be.
I didn't say it's 100% going to get wet. We put or RO8 for
The
half
car's
of the
not
weather.
turning one bit.
There's a dry line.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
they're
it's
all
Use
only
it then.
RO4. Because it's only RO4.
Well, how long's this RO4 gonna last?
Jovo,
2 blocks.
Stop asking.
How
so
long's
much.
that, like
what's
10
the
minutes?
strat? Do we go?
Here, I can tell you.
Or
Oh no. The
Is
Ignis
tyre
So
wear
we
still
have-
on or no?
I think so.
control.
Jovo, what
Yeah,
strat?
our
One, two,
wets are gonna be
it's
toast
8.
after a couple of hours.
So we'll have like
Nach nass.
45 divided by 8. It should be
Oh, God.
RO4 for
Our tyre wear is
11
on. Matt,
minutes.
you
Well,
literally, we're
which
gonna have to
tyres?
do
So one
change
lap.
tyres every lap with tyre wear.
Following
No, we
left.
shouldn't.
Are you sure the tyres are wearing down that thick or that quick?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, when it's still like dry with RO4, it's gonna the wet tyres are gonna disintegrate.
Okay, okay.
Jovo, senden wir es einfach runter, oder?
Ich
Once
mache
it's actually like properly wet, then they'll survive. But like on RO4, the wets are gonna disintegrate.
Right,
Yeah,
everyone's
and
going to
then
be
I'll-
fuming at me because I'm changing it again, but there we are.
Right, so what's the tyre wear on now?
Probably 0.
Right.
Yeah.
Or wrong
What's
tires.
the tyre wear on now?
Tire is on 2.
Yeah. So is fuel, so you shouldn't need it there.
It's RO4, RO4, RO6, and then RO8.
Okay, yeah.
3
I'm going
seconds.
enter. I'm going enter.
It's that, I remember that livery.
Yeah, I do too.
I wonder who used to drive it.
I know.
It's the only livery I have on. It's the only. Yeah. I don't have any other
Hello.
Ferrari or anything.
Yes, please abuse Matt. That's very
I don't
nice,
know the best
JHS. Thank
car
you.
on this track, but I would choose the Porsche, but I can't.
I know.
Right, 15 entered then. Are we all ready? Hit me with some R's in the chat if we are, fellas.
Panel's gone into the car.
Right, there we go.
I can see what he's trying to do.
Yeah, and I'm with it on it.
Actually.
Go to flame start.
What do you mean by that? What, by abuse me? It's because, yeah, I'll get shot with a Nerf gun for every single time that, what's it called? That, every single time I get shot.
Black, are you
You're
on
rolling
neutral now?
I want to see something.
Just waiting for Luke to choose his vehicle.
Don't choose your vehicle yet.
Kaju's ass is
Choose a
ready.
Corvette.
Hello, Zach.
Oh.
I've got some deadly Nerf guns in my catalogue. Unless you've done some serious modifying, I don't think the word deadly
Oh,
and
well, you
Nerf
need
gun
to
can
know
ever
that.
go in the same sentence. Right, we all good to go then.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
I did what I wanted to do.
What do you mean wait? What am I waiting
I'm
for?
ready.
Okay, now we can.
Moving away quickly.
Ideal.
I'm risking it.
Also,
So, the final
What?
race of the
just
evening
for
then for the
info,
Group
I'm
3.
not in the Grello, I'm in the Greeno.
Okay, so I mean that.
There we go. So it's just me and you stream. Let's get the information up and displayed. We can see there on the grip meter for Sliced that the track is looking a little bit greasy, but nothing that the drivers wouldn't be able to handle. So the lights are up. Out they go. And we are away racing for the final time here. Sliced with a lightning start off the line in that Verstappen.com Red or 458 Italia. Pan Am with a lot of heat behind him. Fair few cars all coming through this first sector. Of course, this is where a lot of issues can happen. But from what I can see here... Oh, hang on, never mind. So, JHS is backwards. Not too sure what's happened there. Let's go back and have a look. Bit of contact on the side from TYRE, and unfortunately he's gone round. But I think if in that instance, I think we're just going to be looking at racing incident. Just again, first corner, a lot going on. But 2.5 seconds clear is Sliced. SAS in second in the, is that the Manthe, or Team KOS, Manthe Sports RSR. Luke runs wide in the GTR, just drops himself back down to 9th, having run wide again and into the gravel, just gets himself running again. Unfortunately, though, he's dropped much further down the grid than I think he anticipated. So let's have a look who's moving where then. Joe in the 458 Italia. That's a rather cool looking livery. What's the main inspiration? I recognise that wasp. I'm just not too sure where from. If someone could pronounce Manti, thank you. But yes, if someone could enlighten me into what that wasp is, that'd be rather great. Or hornet, whichever one it is. But that's rather cool. A Fujitsu Huracan for Lamar. Zach in the RDR Porsche in 5th position with SAS in front in 4th. Deluxe in 3rd, Pan Am in 2nd, and Sliced still in 1st, 2.5 seconds out as we enter the Nordschleife. Remember, 5 laps here at the Nürburgring 24 hours, and honestly, it's like the exhaustion came to my voice just saying 5 laps of the Nürburgring 24 hour. I do feel for the drivers. Having a little bit of testing for this race earlier. We completed, 2 laps, and even then that felt grueling with just the 3 of us. But hopefully these guys are able to keep it going, especially in the wet. But from what I can see, it is a mixture between the grid, between the intermediates and the full wet tyre. Some opting for the full wet, I think more than others. Although it is hard to say. Yeah, and say we tested 3 laps earlier on, as that was meant to be the original setup, but obviously where we are taking Spa and Road Atlanta out of tonight's track choices, we thought we'd really extend out this race. It just means that Sliced has got to keep himself ahead and keep all the other racers behind him now for another 4 laps. Say 4.5 laps really, because of where we are. I've done 10 laps on an F1 GTR Longs Hill, no ABS. I bet that was hard. Two seconds is the gap, though, between Sliced and Pan Am. Let's jump on board then with Pan Am through Foxhole as he chases down first place. Luke has left, no worries, bud. My back was soaked with sweat, sorry for the image. No worries, I can imagine, bud, I can imagine. 2.5 seconds is the gap back from Slice to Pan Am, and then from Pan Am back to Deluxe. Zach and Deluxe, though, however, share a much smaller gap of just 0.5. Could potentially be a move on then for Zach in the RDR Porsche around Deluxe in the, is that the Jamrock? Oh no, it's Reggae Porsche, Jamrock Porsche, Jamaican inspired Porsche. The Rastafari Porsche, there we go. Madden Bellon's just joined. Unfortunately, we are in the final race, so just a spectator's form for you, sir. Jolvo then in 5th in the Falcon 911 RSR. SAS fallen down to 6th in the Manti Porsche. Lamar and Troyer in their Hurricanes, both in 7th and 8th, with Kaju's ass in his Porsche, having a bit of hassle off Joe in the 458 behind. JHS 13 just slipping and sliding his way around with GS behind him in the M6. Sutton then in 13th in the 458, followed then by Blaze in the Marlboro Ferrari. Slice, though, still 2.5 seconds out in front of Pan Am, just holding steadily so far. Hopefully Pan Am is able to catch up to him though and give us a bit of leadership contention. That would be great to see. Especially as of course we're looking at 5 laps here. So what the biggest fear for me is, if anything, is if all the racers just spread themselves out and then we have no racing to watch. We're just watching 14 different cars do laps of the Nürburgring otherwise. So hopefully a fair few do stay close, like Zach and Jolvo are here. Of course, we are still on lap 1, but Jolvo still very, very close to the back end of Zach's RSR Porsche. I really feel like I feel sorry from having to do 5 laps of this, honestly. Like, we really have pushed the boat out on the lap times here. This is probably going to be one of the longest RDR races that we've done, other than the likes of the endurance classes. Onto the carousel then for Zach and Jolvo, both rather close. Bit of a slip out of the carousel from both, but expected on the greasy tarmac. I've been driving Le Mans for the past hours. I know, but past 5 hours. I know, but you've got it built into you. You know, you can really get onto it. I don't know. I just haven't got that attention span for the long haul sessions anymore. Of course, I'm going to have to gain it for when I do want to do that 24-hour challenge, where we take 3 drivers and we simulate a real life Le Mans, I guess, to get just a small touch of a feeling of how the Le Mans drivers cope. Or, in fact, don't cope, as we will probably find out. Steering is falling out. That is unfortunate. So then, 1.7 is the gap now, down to second place of Pan Am. Third place is still Zach. Jolvo very closely behind. 0.5 penalty above the head of D-Lox in 5th, but it won't affect him too much. Down of Troyer in 6th, who's 3.5 seconds back. Lamar then in 7th. SAS in 8th now, and Joe in 9th, which is funny because SAS, as normal, would be claiming King of the Ring title here. However, it doesn't look like that is on the table for him just yet. 10th goes to Kajuzas 007, 11th is Sutton, 12th is JHS, Blaze in 13th, who's just gone round in the Golden Marlborough. GES then just approaching the back of Blaze's Ferrari now as he gets himself running again. Imagine 24 hours of the Nürburgring. That'd be tough. That would be tough. But yeah, the setup realistically would be, as of reality, 4-hour stints for 3 drivers. Unless, of course, we end up doing it with 4 drivers, so we just do 3-hour stints instead. But yeah, it just gives everyone enough time then in between, so that we can all have a little bit of a respite off the race. But hopefully, we'll be able to do it and live stream it for you all, and more than likely put a charitable cause behind it, especially if we're going to be streaming for that long. So then, Pan Am 1.5 seconds out from Slice. Is it confirmed? Nothing's been sort of set in stone date-wise. Like, we haven't said that we're going to do it on this date. We haven't mentioned that we're going to do it, other than we've said that that myself, Will, and it was Ash that would be doing the stints. We'd all said that we would do it. How that stands now, I don't know. However, it's still something that I'm at one. You better set me in stone as a driver. Do you know what? I don't know what setup we do it on, and whether we'd run it as an online race or whether we would do it as an offline race in Le Mans, or not Le Mans, sorry, in multi-class setup. So I just have different cars and different drivers. The lap 1 incident has ruined me, says JHS. So that is unfortunate. Zach's still in 3rd, having held off Jolvo. 2.2 seconds is the gap now between 3rd and 4th. Ooh, we got SAS with a bit of hassle behind from Joe in the Ferraris. Watch this out, and while we're still going through it. But yes, I'm not too sure what setup we do. Nothing's been confirmed in stone, but we definitely would like to do it, and it is something that we are interested in doing. And the idea was to do it for the 1,000 sub special. SAS finds himself in the grass. Joe slips round in the is it the Super B logo? I want to say it's the Super Hornet logo, which is on the It's just sort of clocked to me. But yeah, I think that might be the Super Hornet logo. Le Mans 24 hours would be my dream. Well, yeah, Le Mans was where we were hoping to host it, you know, as in a real-life reenactment of the Le Mans 24. Again, like I said, with 3 drivers running 4-hour stints. So, say the setup would be I'd start the stint, I'd then have 8 hours off, come back and then do my second stint. I don't know, we'll have a look at it, because obviously then we'll be deciding who finishes the race, who starts it, etc. But, yeah, I would definitely like to run that. Something that we would definitely get into it. Who would commentate? Well, if I'm honest, I don't think anyone would be commentating it, as we just be driving it. I guess we could give some light commentary as it's going, but yeah, other than that, there wouldn't be a set commentator for the race. It would just be, if we did it offline, there would of course there'd be 19 AI cars on professional difficulty. If we did it online, then it would just be 16. But we do it in multi-class setup anyway. 24-hour endurance race. Find some volunteers. What, to commentate on it? I don't know about that. I don't know if anyone would guarantee 24 hours of their time, especially if I'm not paying them anything. I wouldn't do it for free, that's for sure. 3.5 seconds, though, is the gap between Sliced and Pan Am now on lap 2. 0.5 penalty above the head of Pan Am, who is just less than 2 seconds, actually, ahead of Zach. So Zach is closing in relatively fast. Joel in 4th, 2.5 seconds out of the podium spots in 3rd. Or in 4th, sorry. Troyer then is 8.5 seconds out from Jovo in 5th, but he's got Deluxe a 2.5 behind. Oliver Stemmer, hello sir, welcome. How are we? Joe is 5.5 seconds behind Deluxe and 3.8, nearly 4 seconds now ahead of SAS, who does hold the King of the Ring title. However, evidently not in the rain. He has a bit of a mare, I think, at the start. Is there still space in the lobby? I really hate to say it. I also think SAS has just gone round. He has. So yes, SAS calls in a yellow flag there at the start of Foxhole. But yeah, this is the final race, unfortunately, Oliver, hence why we are running 5 laps of the Nürburgring 24 hour. They wanted it in full rain setup. However, looking at it and say it's not raining right now, the track seems to be drying out, and SAS's wet tyres are completely shot. Hopefully he can regather it and keep himself on the track. Although he goes round sideways there, finds himself on the curb. Recovers it nice enough though. But Lamar in the Hurricane has now caught up. It is rather slippery out there, I will say, but they asked for it. They also wanted torrential rain throughout the whole of it. So yeah, that was a silly ask, if you ask me. I think it would have been better off with some rain towards the end. But yeah, and say these drivers are definitely going to be at maximum attention span right now, making sure that they can stay on this dry line here. So if we just stay on board then with Zach, as the rain starts to pour down in Nürburgring once again. 2.5, well, nearly 3 seconds is the difference now between Zach and Jolvo in 4th place. But Zach is 5 seconds out on Pan Am. Pan Am is then 4.8 seconds out on Sliced after picking up a penalty and just a few wobbles throughout the run. The intermediates aren't looking the best there. But then again, they look much, much better compared to the wets. I would like to say, I'd like to think that Lamar would actually come in on the pits to go on to the intermediates here, looking at how fresh his tyres are compared to the wets, for example, of SAS, who's here lap 2 and has next to no grip left, so will definitely be paying a visit into the pits come the end of this lap. Same for Kajuzas on his wets. They're not looking good either, and looking at the grip levels, it's definitely intermediate level. But knowing that those harsher clouds are coming, I'm sure the weather radar is on everyone's minds right now. Pan Am just running a little bit wide there, corner before the carousel. Forgot the name of it, but yes, Pan Am running a little bit wide, able to just hold on there and keep himself still in contention though. Zach, 5.5 seconds out. He now approaches the carousel. Joe over there with Zach just dipping out that over that brow of that hill in sight just about. He's in 4th, Troyer in 5th, Deluxe in 6th. Do we have anyone close by? Ooh, there's a big 55-second gap there from 11th place, who's a minute and 4 out, to Blaze, who's nearly 2 minutes out, actually. 2 minutes 6 for JHS in 14th. Is dynamic weather activated? No, we've custom set the weather so that it just rains for the whole race. And, yeah, it's not looking good for those that wanted it. JHS, I think, was on the team of having a full wet race. And it's not paying out quite well for him. His rears are completely dead in this Ferrari. So he is just going to have to nurse it back to the pits as much as he can. Ooh, something's happened with sliced bread. Let's go back and have a look at that. But Pan Am is now in first place. Not too sure here what had happened. But yeah, Sliced is in second place there. His wets are absolutely cooked. Nothing left on them. But Pan Am is now in control of the race. 0.5 penalty, of course, but 3.5 seconds back down to Sliced. It shouldn't matter too much. Zach with a 0.5 penalty as well in the RDR Porsche. Really putting one in for the home team there. Great to see. Jolvo's intermediates, they're looking a little bit worn now as well. Definitely going to have to start thinking about pitting and switching over to the full wets. I mean, albeit stay on the intermediates. I'm not racing, so I'm not one to step into the strategy or to say here. I mean, you know, these guys are out on the tarmac, so they'll be able to tell us themselves. Yeah, that's me. Any sort of touch on that dry line, and it just chews away at the treads. So yeah, it's definitely something that they're going to have to keep an eye out for, especially again with this dry line forming throughout the laps. But Pan Am then, as he approaches dotting a hole, then just one more corner stands between him and the long straight before we step over to the second half then of this race, where torrential rain shall be pouring on the Nürburgring. And that will be the case until the end of this race. 0.5 penalty slowdown there for Pan Am. Sliced, using that to his advantage with the massive loss in time here on dotting a hole penalty. Sliced really putting the work in here. Side by side they go under the bridge. Sliced comes out on top. Once again, though, he puts himself back in the lead of the race. Let's jump on board with Pan Am as we navigate through the final couple of corners of this lap. Of course, both of these drivers, I do believe, will be heading into the pits. Not much left on the tyres, although the intermediates on Sliced are looking good. He could potentially go another lap, but he chooses not to. They both tear in off to the right for some new wet tyres. Zach also follows suit. Jolvo, I'm sure, will also do the same as he now navigates this final corner of this lap, as does Troyer on his intermediates, also looking for that pit lane. Deluxe on his intermediates, will he be joining suit? I believe so. The rest of the grid are in. He'd be silly to stay out. There he goes off into the pits. Intermediates then for Joe, also in the pits. Lamar, same story, except these intermediates are looking good. Lamar might actually be the only one that stays out. Does he? No, even Lamar dives in there with the decent life left on his. The wets of Kajusas are really taking a beating now. Nursing it just through these final couple of corners into the pit box. SAS in the same boat with his wets as well, as is Sutton on their full wets. The wrong call for these guys to have started on the full wet tyre, unfortunately. I think the intermediates was definitely the better place to go. Kajusas really having to fight this car now to get it towards the pits. He stays out on the wets. What a silly move for Kajusas. He's got nothing left on those wet tyres. We'll have to see how that pays out for him. I mean, it's the right tyre to use now, but is there enough tread left there to take him another lap? I don't think so. SAS now coming off the full wets for another set of full wets. Sutton to do the same. Blaze, GS and JHS all struggling. JHS is really having to fight here. I mean, he's 3.5 minutes off of Sliced in the pace. I'm willing, as the race director here, to allow JHS to retire his vehicle if he'd like to. Normally we don't allow retirements in the races. We prefer to keep the whole grid. But in this instance, he's 1 minute 10 off the nearest competitive man. He's fighting more than he's racing, and with 3.5 minutes loss in delta time, it's probably, it's not looking likely that he's going to be climbing any further than 14th at the moment. So, of course, I'll just leave the option open for him, that if he does wish to retire the car, he can do so. Slice, though, as we enter the Nordschleife for the second time, now on the full wets. Pan Am chasing behind, though, 1.5 seconds out in his Porsche, also on full wets now. Zach in his, also on, again, joining them on the full wets, but just about 8 seconds out from this battle. This does look like a real test for driver strength, as well as just, driver durability and stamina here. 5 laps of the Nürburgring 24-hour layout, which is arguably one of the hardest layouts of the Nürburgring, especially with the technical bottom tail sector of the Nordschleife as well. But to do then 5 laps of it in grueling conditions such as this, with the incredible wet weather just beaming down onto the tarmac, it really is an absolute challenge for the drivers out there, and my hat goes off to every single one of them. Currently, though, on board with Jolvo, as he's travelling with Troyer behind him, not too far between these two. I thought it was wet start. I mean, it was wet start, but it was intermediate wet start. JHS, fair play to you for even getting close to the pits, mate. And yes, I don't blame you for pause driving on that one either, but I'd do the same. Yeah, no, that wasn't that good for you, mate. You were really fighting the car there. Like I said, if you wish to retire the car, mate, you're welcome to, with no further penalties to come from it, mate, if you want to retire. Sliced Bread, though, will say he's still in control of the race. It's not looking like much has changed for him. I mean, of course, there was a bit of an incident which put Pan Am out ahead. I think it was lap 1. But the penalty then brought them back level. Slice really just sort of dug in, stuck behind Pan Am, used that slipstream, got over the bridge, and came out on top. 2.5 seconds now is the gap between those two. So this very much could switch around easily. And so we're still just about halfway through the stint here. 21 minutes gone. So I'm terribly sorry for all the racers for putting you through this, but some fantastic racing, I'm sure, for those that are really thoroughly enjoying this race. A 9:33.604 fastest lap from Caduceus, of course. Caduceus is the one that hasn't pitted from the wets. Wets would definitely be the best choice now. Looking at the grip radar, it is balancing between undrivable and on the very edge of grip. As we can see here, just as Caduceus, he's just dipping in and out of that dry line to keep some tread in the tyres, and every time he does, we can just see that grip meter growing ever so slightly over that second marker. Of course, the grip meter, we're looking bottom left, next to the tyres, for those that are unsure. It's raining more now, yes, and say it's going to stay this heavy and torrential for the whole of the race. R08 is the weather block for it. Thick cloud with torrential rain. This is what was requested, and it was voted on via a poll actually in the chat. So this is what the racers wanted. Wasn't my personal decision. My personal choice would have been rain towards the end of the race, or even at the start. And then leave it up to the racers and decide if they could go another lap on the intermediates or whether it's time for the dries. But they all decided they wanted rain throughout the whole of it. But, hats off to them for doing it. Because, this is one heck of a driver challenge, that is for sure. 2.5 seconds 2.5 seconds is the gap between Sliced and Pan Am. JHS, starting to pull some seconds back on Blaze. Hopefully it can come through for you. I mean, if you were able to get 4 seconds behind in the first 3 laps, first 2 laps, say, then there's always room for some potential improvements, mate. And do you know what? If you could very well improve off 14th, then fair play to you. Slice those, just pulling that gap open between himself and Pan Am to 3 seconds now. Pan Am's opened the gap to 7 seconds between himself and Zach. Jolvo then, 16.5 seconds out, from the pace of Sliced, and 7 seconds out from Zach. Troyer just 3.5 seconds behind. Deluxe then in 6th, 7 seconds out from Troyer in 5th. Joe in 7th, 1 second penalty above the head of the German driver who's joined us for the first time this evening. But to be fair, it's put in a valiant shift, I will say. To come into the RDR lobbies as a newcomer, have this as the track that you race on for the first race, and to stick 7th, especially with some serious hitters below you, such as SAS. And I will even say JHS, he's just had a bit of an unfortunate run. But yeah, definitely doing well, and one to look for maybe in the future is the German racer Joe. Lamar Hatton, just a bit of an issue out the back of the carousel, but getting himself running again. Kajuzas now on those wet tyres, really still just nursing the car up towards the carousel. Hopefully he can make it through to the pits and get another set of those wets on to finish the race out with. SAS hasn't had the best of races, but again, is now on the better tyre for himself. So just 10 seconds is the gap between himself and Kajusas. I think he'll do it, so we'll keep tabbing back to him and see where he stands in the upcoming laps. Just sort of cycling through and making sure that we're not missing any serious action here. This is my issue with the longer races here. As soon as it gets to this level, everyone does sort of spread out. And there's nothing for us to watch, but Joe, a little bit of a wobble there. On the Super Hornet Ferrari. This is where I want to stay, actually. I'm going to stay on board with SAS through this section, and we'll see just how he's able to pilot that Manti RSR, and see how quickly he can gain the position off Kajusas. Of course, Kajusas is on those ruined wet tyres now. He should have pitted last lap, personally, when everyone else was, but he thought he could go another lap. SAS with a big off there, just manages to scrape the barrier and get himself running again. Hasn't lost too much time, but that's definitely knocked his confidence heading through the rest of this lap. Heading towards the penultimate lap, definitely over the halfway mark here as we hit past around what's known locally as YouTube Corner. It's the one that you'll definitely see most of the YouTube videos covering Nürburgring content on. Down towards, is this Pflanzgarten or Flugplatz 2, I believe, one of the two. Might even just be Flugplatz, but this is definitely a nasty corner that can catch a lot of races out, especially if you don't time that braking and if you don't time your braking and your gearing correctly there, it's going to end catastrophically wrong with you off into the gravel, and that is a very hard gravel to recover from. But fair play to him, not a single inch of lift off that accelerator through that long open stead there. Nice wide line here. Just 2 seconds now is the gap between Kajusas and SAS. GS has now left the race. So 1.2 seconds. The move shall probably come on Dottinger Hall. Meanwhile, though, I just want to flip back to JHS. Ooh, he has gained even more time, and a further 7 seconds off the time to blaze. Could potentially see a little battle between those two as it comes down to it. But 10th place right now. We want to see SAS just make that move on Kajusas. Kajusas, though, with no penalties, just pushing as hard as he can and just hoping that he can break the toe to SAS and keep SAS behind him into the final laps, or final corner, sorry, of the lap. And just start the fourth lap ahead of SAS going into that first section. But with the slipstream as it is, I really don't see that happening. SAS now making his way past Kajusas under the Bilstein Bridge, or Bilstein, sorry, as he corrected me earlier. He'll only shout at me, and into the final couple of corners here. So nearly 6 seconds now is the gap between Sliced Bread and Pan Am in second place. Zach in third is 6 seconds out. Jolvo, though, has caught Zach up dramatically. Now just less than 1.5 seconds. Splits Jolvo and Zach. Penultimate lap here then at Nürburgring. Jolvo's closing that gap down. There's now just about a second that splits Zach and Jolvo. He's hunting a podium to make it a German double podium here at the Nürburgring for the final race. But Sliced at the moment is also on form to win every race that we have run so far tonight. He won the first 3 and claimed victory in all 3, the most dominant of which was the first race, to which he won by a clear 10 seconds off the next racer. Here could be a similar story. He's nearly 6 seconds ahead as we head through the opening section of the Nordschleife. Jolvo and Zach are both still with, still rather close to him, still just 12 seconds off in the grand scheme of things over 4 laps on the Nürburgring. That's not too bad for these two racers. But, of course, they can't focus on Sliced where he is and what he's doing. They've got to focus on what's in their mirrors and, of course, more importantly for Jolvo, what's in front of him. So Zach really now under pressure from Jolvo's RSR, really pushing it now towards the jump. I think, this is Flugplatz, isn't it? If I'm correctly, this is the first Flugplatz, which is flight something or other in German. But both racers make that round very, very tight indeed. Nearly 0.2 between the pair, half a second, barely a car's gap there. I definitely wouldn't be able to fit a car in between them now. Getting closer to a credit card's gap then. Little dab of the brakes for Zach. Doesn't want to press that pedal too much and risk any more time than he has to Jolvo. Zach runs really wide, heading towards Vauxhall. Jolvo with a bit of a wobble, but manages to hold it in steady. Jolvo takes third place. Zach, having run wide, the mistake forced from him. Jolvo behind with a fantastic run. Fair play, Jolvo. JHS is flying. Oh, you are flying! 25 seconds is the gap between JHS and Blaze. I thought it was curtains for JHS's race, seeing that terrible run that he had. But with a formidable recovery drive, he is now on set to potentially even take a position back from Blaze. So Sliced, 4.5, less than 5 seconds now, back to Pan Am in second, so some time has either been lost or gained by one of these two drivers, but Jolvo in third place is now 3 seconds clear of the RDR Porsche driven by Zach. Troyer in fifth place, he's 4.5 seconds back from Zach, and Deluxe is then 16 seconds further back from him in sixth. 7.5 seconds back from Deluxe is Joe in the Ferrari. 5.5 back from him is Lamar in the Huracan. SAS is then half a minute back from Lamar. A minute and 20 back from SAS. Or from SAS to Sliced. That is not something that we were expecting to see here around the Nürburgring. I was definitely expecting to see a much better performance from SAS. It's a bit shallow coming from me saying that, considering that he is he's a much better driver than I am, that's for sure. And of course, he's a go-karter in reality as well, so he's definitely got his... Oh, Joe's just left. But he's definitely got his racing prestige there and his knowledge. But he's just had a bit of a mare today. He's not been racing, at his absolute best. We've definitely seen some much better driving. Not too sure what's happened between Jolvo and Zach, but Jolvo and Zach have now switched round. Zach is back on the podium. Jolvo is now chasing him. This is the problem with the dark as well. I can't see Naffle. Let's jump up with Jolvo then as he chases down the RDR Porsche, piloted by Zach. Those wet tyres, still not a drop of tyre degradation. Looking at it, it's just too wet out there for the tyres to be degrading away. Just dropping back through the grid. I think it's worth staying on board here with fourth place, chasing third. Nürburgring at night is just a completely different environment, isn't it? It's just a completely different mindset almost. Completely changes it for me watching it. I can't imagine how much more intense it's got out there on the track for the racing drivers as it is. I mean, Troyer in fifth, now catching up and potentially looking at a podium for himself. It's definitely now all to play for in the final couple of laps. We're having some green flags here on the carousel. Something might have happened up ahead, but it doesn't look to be anything serious. Both still running 10 seconds ahead from third place here of Jolvo. Oh, Zach is now in fifth place. What's happened there? But Troyer moves up into fourth. Zach is round. We can go back and have a quick look at that. Why won't you let me look back, game? What's going on? Why do you hate me? Okay, fair enough. Right then, so we can't watch back what's happened with Zach. All we know is he's in fifth place. He's got about 11.5 seconds back to Deluxe in sixth. He's now also 10.2 off Troyer. So with just over one lap left of this race, I wouldn't say it's looking too promising for Zach to be gaining back that podium space. But again, we've seen it happen here already. Things change around in the flick of a switch. It's really, really hard to say what's going to happen For example, I was not expecting JHS to now be a second and a half ahead of Blaze. Had you have asked me 1 lap earlier, I have to go off, I do apologise. No worries, SAS, it's alright, you're having a terrible race anyway, mate. But it's always a pleasure to have you in, mate. It's a shame that you couldn't see out the whole race for this one, but I'm sure we'll have you in next time, bud. Have a good evening, my man. So Troyer is the one then that has been gifted the podium. He is in 3rd place. Jolvo frantically fighting behind him, although a 0.5 penalty above Troyer's head is music to the ears of Jolvo in that RSR. Penalty line will come, 0.5 penalty will be served, and Jolvo will be able to regain his 3rd position. He'll have to defend it off for the final lap, but I'm not too sure he's bothered about that as... well, he won't have to worry about attacking in this torrential rain. It's more about survival now than racing, I'd say. Just 1 more lap stands between these racers and the checkered flag. Jolvo finds the grass, struggles to keep himself in contention, but no, that easy switch round of 3rd and 4th place has now just slipped away from him as easily as his tyres jumped onto the grass. That is a terrible shame for Jolvo in 4th place. It was really looking up for him to be able to take that 3rd. Pan Am, though, he's nearly 7 seconds behind Slice now. He has to stay within the 10 to stop Slice from having an even more dominating run this evening than what we've already seen from him tonight. But a dominating run from Pan Am and Slice as a whole, actually, considering they are 14.5 seconds at least ahead of Troyer in 3rd place. Jolvo, still 0.7 out, still plenty left in this. Of course, we've still got the whole Nürburgring 24-hour circuit. Now, one more time for Jolvo to get this move made and up into 3rd. We'll have another flick through the grid and make sure there's no more incidents happening throughout. There's at least a 3-minute gap somewhere between the bottom couple of races, which isn't good. But JHS has now put 18.5 seconds between himself and Blaze. Everyone, of course, is on the full wets. Sliced 6.5 seconds ahead of Pan Am. Pan Am 14.5 ahead of Troyer. Troyer 0.7 ahead of Jolvo. So I think it is 4th and 3rd where we shall be staying. The W's ruined my race. Yeah, mate, it really was just a poor call to have gone to the W's at the start, mate. But we weren't to know due to the setup. I'm sorry I didn't do R08 for the whole of it, but I just wanted a little bit of diversity to change it up. I didn't mind wet for the whole race, of course, as you guys had picked it, but to have torrential rain for the whole of it, that's just, yeah, it's a little bit terrifying, is it not? I certainly wouldn't want to sign up purposely for a full wet race. Jolvo, though, really starting to build the pressure up on the Frenchman Troyer in his Hurricane. Yeah, just, I guess, if anything, just really starting to put the thoughts into Troyer's head that a move could be made here. He's placing his Porsche in every which way direction he can in the mirrors of that Hurricane to really just keep relevant in the battle for 3rd place here. Look at that bumper to bumper between the pair. Barely a credit card could slide between the two cars there as they went through that section. Little bit of a slip and slide there for Jolvo, but the conditions out here are horrendous. Look at the track getting battered by that rain. That grip meter just barely staying below that last bar. Anything further than that, there really is not much grip at all. You stray from that racing line and you will know about it here. As they enter onto the Nordschleife then, this battle for the final podium position is truly underway. 0.4 separates them on the final lap of the Nordschleife here. Zach 8.3 seconds out. Recovery drive to say the least. He's been able to stay relatively competitive and keep himself ahead of D-Lox, but it just isn't enough for him. 16 seconds is the gap between himself and D-Lox. But yes, this is definitely where we're going to be sticking. Don't think anything's different between 2nd. Nope, so 4th it is. We'll stay on board with Jolvo just for the vision aspect, because honestly, we go to this cam and we can't see much. We see a couple of headlights occasionally, but no serious racing. So I'll do the best that I can to deliver the best viewing for you guys. Best viewing that I can find so far is on board with our man Jolvo here in the RSR. Is it the Falcon RSR? I can't see. I don't know why I bothered trying. It's dark. Let me try. Let me try this. Nope, can't see. Naffle. Never mind. So, back on board with the bonnet view then. Yeah, 1.5 seconds now is the gap between Jolvo and Troyer. A little gap has opened up. Not too sure what happened there for Jolvo. It might have been a little bit of a bad line. But Troyer, his consistency speaking for himself right now. He's keeping himself definitely ahead. That pressure's been released from him. Nasty line there through that corner there for Jolvo. Just heading down onto Foxhole now. We're on board with 4th place still. Zach 6.5 seconds out as he heads under the Yokohama Bridge, entering Foxhole as well for the final time. Deluxe, he's got Lamar 5.5 seconds back, and then 1.5 minutes back. Still on the GP circuit is Caduceus, Sutton, JHS, and Blaze. While saying that, Blaze is still on the on lap 4 on the Nordschleife, so that's not good. At least there's no worrying of lapping here. 6.5 seconds though is the gap between Sliced and Pan Am in 2nd place. Pan Am has been fighting the entire race to try and catch up to Sliced, but there's nothing he can do. He is pushing that RSR to the absolute broad limits here around the Nordschleife, but he cannot cut that time down any more than he already has. 6.5 seconds seems to be where the gap stands. 1.5 seconds, though, is the gap now between Jolvo and Troyer. Although it seems steady so far, Jolvo really is putting the burners on and doing everything he can to adjust that podium finish. It would be great, of course, for Pan Am and Jolvo to both see their names up on that top 3 bench. Of course, with it being their home race of the Nürburgring, it's definitely somewhere they're both comfortable. Oh, it's a yellow flag up ahead. What's happened? Pan Am has gone round. Pan Am is backwards. He just gets himself running again. That is a shame. But Troyer just approaches now. The gap between Pan Am and Troyer has been dropped dramatically now. Just 2.5 seconds. Could a 2nd place even be on the cards for Troyer? That's an incredible shame for Pan Am. He was doing so well in his pursuit of Sliced. Wasn't able to cut that time down, but just clearly pushed that little touch too hard. Sliced, meanwhile, he's just staying consistent, now knowing and breathing easy. With the knowledge that Pan Am is no longer closing that gap down. 1.5 seconds now, though, is the gap between Troyer and Pan Am, as Troyer now bravely pilots his Huracan into the trail of Pan Am's RSR. Jolvo, a second behind, doing the same into the trail of the Huracan. Oh, climbing the time up from Zach, actually, who's now 7 seconds behind this battle for the bottom of the podium. 5th position looks rather secure at the moment for Zach. 22.5 seconds back then is Deluxe, who's got Lamar hunting him down, just 4 seconds behind. For now, though, I think it's worth staying on board then with Jolvo in 4th place to witness any potential battles up ahead for those 2 podium spots which have now come to light. Pan Am goes round again, just going towards the corkscrew. Christ, that is Laguna Seca. The carousel, sorry. Jolvo runs wide as well. Pan Am. What happened with Pan Am? The downfall race. Jolvo goes round off the end of the carousel. Pan Am takes the podium place back. It's Pan Am on the final lap. He's now gone back onto the podium in 3rd. Zach overtakes Jolvo up into 4th. It was once secured 5th, but he's been gifted a 4th. Jolvo, he now works from 5th. Can he get Zach back in time? Can he earn that position back? That light that Jolvo was seeing towards the end of the race of the twin German podium here at the Nürburgring is fading away rapidly. What an absolute shame for both German drivers here. Pan Am from 2nd place down to Jolvo, who's dropped to 5th. It is all going on in the final lap. It has all come down to this. 4.5 seconds gap between Zach and Pan Am. Zach also hunts a podium, and of course, he's in the RDR Porsche. That's where my support's going personally. However, we can't see it happening. Troyer in 2nd place, just up ahead of Pan Am. He is fighting for his life to keep his 2nd place. I would say he's been gifted it, but in these conditions, he's done nothing but earn that position over the is it Plants Garden 2, I want to say, but either way, the dangerous corner that both drivers have made it. Zach makes it through. Jolvo, just 1 second out, desperately fighting for 4th place back. That might makes it so much better. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, fellas. This is absolutely thrilling racing towards the end of this stint. Sliced Bread, of course, 23 seconds clear. He is in no trouble. However, Troyer is up to his neck in trouble. He's got Pan Am behind in that really lightning fast Porsche, hunting him down now within slipstream range. 4 dotting a hole. No penalties for Troyer, no penalties for Pan Am. It's a shootout to the end. Zach 4.5 seconds back. I don't think a podium's coming for Zach, but he could lose 4th place as Jolvo hunts him down from behind. Jolvo looks on the inside as Zach goes left on the outside. They've met under the gantry. They go side by side under the RA bridge. Jolvo and Zach, but it is Jolvo that comes out on top. Jolvo just sneaks ahead of Zach by less than a car's length right now. They toss the position back and forth. Up ahead though, Pan Am. Pan Am has made it round. Pan Am's in 2nd place. He's back on the silver spot of the podium again. Less than a car's width between them. Sliced crosses the line in 1st. But it's now all eyes on to 2nd place. Who claims that silver? Will it be Pan Am? Will it be Troyer? It's Germany versus France. We're not going to dive too much into that one though. Pan Am slides himself around the final bend and stretches to the line. 2nd place for Pan Am, closely followed there by Troyer in 3rd. The next battle through, Jolvo comes through in 4th. Zach in 5th. What a phenomenal top 5 finish. A fantastic race for you fellas. Congratulations and well done to all of the racers who've stuck this stint out and made this the race that it has been. D-Locks now just approaching the line with Lamar also in tow. Another battle for our eyes to feast on as this race draws to a close. D-Locks approaches the line in 6th. Lamar follows him in 7th. Damage limitation, flop them all. That was nasty, Pan Am. But yes, 2nd place, mate. Well done. Caduceus in 8th. I'm sweating just from that race and commentating it, guys. That really got the intensity up in the end. Like I was saying, it's earlier on in the race. It's the rain, you know, the night time at Nürburgring. Something about it just really brings out that raw energy of racing. And honestly, I'm thankful for it. I am glad that we were able to do the full wet race. But no, guys, what a fantastic run. And of course, congratulations once again to our 4-time consecutive winner tonight of Sliced Bread. A phenomenal race, fellas. Well done indeed. That must have been a survival out there. 5 laps of the 24-hour Nürburgring setup. How was that for you guys?
Who booted me out of the car?
Horror.
Well, everyone's really, really calm, so that's just massively anticlimactic. Thank you, guys. No worries. Sliced in 1st place, Pan Am in 2nd, Troyer in 3rd, Jolvo in 4th, Zach in 5th, D-Locks in 6th, Lamar in 7th, shut up Zach, Caduceus in 8th, Sutton in 9th, JHS in 10th, Blaze 11th, Luke 12th, SAS 13th, GS in 14th, and Joe in 15th.
I want my 4th place back.
What a phenomenal race, fellas. Honestly, well done for everyone who was able to stick that out. It's funny. Sorry, I've just noticed when my mic was so close, the amount of little droplets of saliva that have left my mouth while I was commentating on that's fantastic. But no, guys, those of you that didn't actually were able to pay attention to that final race, I highly suggest that you guys skip back after this and have a watch of it. That was some intense racing towards the end, especially 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th position. Sorry, should I say? You 4 were in one heck of a battle. But no, guys, thank you ever so much for joining in with us tonight. That's all we've got time. That's all we've got time for tonight. But we will be back with some more streams. At the moment, though, like I said at the start of the race, guys, I'm not able to offer a schedule at the moment. We just can't commit to one. We've got too much going on in our personal lives, which obviously it is personal stuff. I'm not going to be delving into it, but just know that we are going to try and do everything we can to get the streams out for you guys. But yeah, you can literally see the sweat. That was I wasn't even racing in that, and that just says just how strong. Strong mentally those drivers had to have gotten through that easily, because that was not an easy race. Zach, you're not having your 4th place. Shut up.
No, I want a steward's review.
I'm not. No, I don't care. I'm not giving you a steward's review. But no, guys, that is it for this evening, though. But yes, thank you all so much for joining in, guys. It's been a pleasure to stream for you. But for those of you that's got some day left, I hope you enjoy it. But for those of you that haven't, have a pleasant evening, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.